Hey, welcome. Oh, hey, that's not my microphone. There it is. Welcome back to Courtesy Flush. All right, playing with sound options. Tonight we're going to be doing more Dungeons & Dragons. We got Jameer over here on our right, and we got Nick sitting right here. Back again from yesterday's adventure. Me, Crow, and then over here we have Michael off camera, which you'll see in a moment.
You know it.
We also have John, who's on comms. You can say hi, John.
Ahoy!
Yeah, you can hear him back there.
Hey, there he is.
We don't have anybody else because that's pretty much it.
John, I forgot, I should have sent you this before we began, but you can look up a dice roller online, and then they'll do things where it'll roll a dice for you, and you can choose like which one and what kind and things. If you just want to open that up in a browser.
Where I think his thing was like we're gonna go by the honor system with him. He's like, well, I could just tell you I rolled a 20.
No, you could, but it's like that's real boring.
I mean, and the other option is that he could just have a Roll20 account.
Well, you do a Roll20 account, right? Like let me just.
Because he could just log into our game and see what we're doing, and then hit roll.
The dice
testing
roller. 5e. Do 5e.
I wish there was like. You cut out. What if I cut high end?
Yeah, Wizards of the Coast has a die roller where.
Did you guys say
like,
something? No, you
Wait, me?
Yeah.
Or hello?
No, you guys are good.
Like Wizards of the Coast is a die roller where it's just like, okay, well, there's the dude 20 I roll, and it gave me a 16. And you can even add modifiers to it, so you can change it and just but you just roll it, and it'll give you a result. So if you want to keep rolling through people, that's fine. But if you want some autonomy, you can use an online roller, and we'll trust you.
It's solely up to you, John.
If you guys want to keep rolling for me,
All right.
Okay. Yeah, I think he just likes passing the responsibility on.
So you can complain about somebody else if he doesn't get his way.
Well, that, and if anything goes wrong, I can just hate you guys forever. But I won't, because I like you guys.
So hey Mike, pop us over to the D. Wait. You didn't pop us in. You popped us into the DMs. No. So we need to go to our. No, it was the D&D. I'm having a brain fart. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It is.
What the fuck is wrong with me?
What is wrong with you?
That was fucking terrible.
What are you doing? Screwing us up for everybody. You put so much time in, then just fucking.
I prepared everything, and Michael did the dishes. So
some of them halfway there.
It's all right.
I'm gonna spray them.
Living on a prayer, man.
Anti-crow solution.
Anti-crow. Yeah, he found out I really don't like the smell of vinegar. I know it's great. It works really good on getting rid of bacteria and cleaning, but I hate the smell of vinegar so much. Ugh.
Okay, so last time you had a situation kind of devolve a little bit. You fought some ruffians. You killed all of them, and some people got hurt pretty bad, but I think you healed up pretty well. I think the only person who's missing hit points now is Crow. I think you're at 10, or is it Olivius?
I think we gave me back full health because I almost died.
That's right.
And I got full health. I think it was actually John.
Yeah, John.
John.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm in bad shape.
No, I think you're only lost. I think you're at 10.
What happened to that paper that you had?
I have it with me. I'm just going to double check.
Magic.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, John, you're at 10.
Okay, I'm back at 11.
Yeah, everybody else is full health. Mass used 2 of his spell slots, and Olivius I don't think has used any.
I don't believe I have.
All right, bully for you then. So after recovering a little bit, digging around for herbs to heal people up, just trying to figure shit out and not die, you guys stabilized pretty well. So now comes the decision: is okay, what?
Michael's mic low? Because he sounds like he's in like the other end of the room or the other.
No, he's not low. Here, try talking now, Mike.
There you go.
Okay.
I fell down.
Let me know if it's low for everyone else as well, Biddy, because you have a different audio setup
Right.
than we do have.
Does everybody hear Biddy pretty well?
Yeah, I hear him fine. I haven't
Okay.
turned up.
All right.
I can even turn him up more.
No, it's well, all right. Okay, so now, yeah, you guys are in the in pretty much the wizard's workroom, surrounded by alchemy equipment. He'd been working on potions of invisibility and just kind of basically studying that shit. And now you're at a point where you get to decide, okay, where do we want to go now? What's happening now?
Well, let's talk amongst our team here. So, where do you guys want to go? So we have, and I don't know if you can see the stream, John, but we have a room to the south of 10 here, which I'm guessing is probably just one room because there's probably not much going on there because it doesn't look like it would go for.
Illusion. No, you're right. You understand that much spatially.
Yeah, I do. I'm not a bird. There is probably a couple more rooms over here. Probably a room or
That's
two.
The, walking undead.
Yeah, there's
guards.
probably like a room here and a room there, and probably a hallway. I don't know. There's probably like an entire section over here that has stuff in it. But I would say if I was to make a vote, I would say let's explore half of room 10, so that way we just say half the other side here is cleared out.
Okay.
You
That
guys,
sounds like a plan
Yeah,
to me.
you've been
can do
anointed the human leader anyways.
oh, I'm the
So-
human leader.
Shall we migrate our way down to room 10?
Can we migrate to room 10's door, please?
Okay, just like in front of it.
Yeah, I want to listen in.
Oh, you were in there.
No, inside the door for the bottom of room 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
there.
want to listen at room 10's
Alright.
bottom door.
Okay, so you guys all go into room 10, and this was the room where this is a common room. It's like that shitty room with plastic tables in Walmart where everybody meets and has lunch.
Plastic tape.
Dude,
that's
you're
where-
sitting on one right now.
Yeah, I mean, they
That's
used
my
to.
dad. He's not even. I'm not even kidding, John.
They do their job.
It was only $20. You can't. You can't
Uh-huh.
beat
They
it.
got like that marbling
beat it,
quality
no.
to it because it can't just be pure white, and it's like, oh no,
You
we'll
can't.
put that in
Well,
there
and the
so
shitty
it'd
thing
be-
is you can't draw on those tables because it has like a texture. So when you try to draw on it with any kind of writing instrument,
Yep.
it just.
Yeah, so it comes through. Yeah, you have to have like something flat, like a magazine or shit too. Anyway, no, this was a common room. This was where they were gambling. There's a couple barrels of ale. There's some snacks and shit, like some meat and things. This is where they would meet and have discussions on like, okay, who's going to go terrorize what and all that shit. And very, very middle management. Crow, you go to the door. And you have a listen, and you don't hear much.
Okay.
In fact, it doesn't seem like there's another room past the door. It might just be another hallway.
All right. I peek through the door to see what's inside.
All right, you peek.
Sneakily, stealthily.
And you see a hallway.
Oh boy. Looks like there's another hallway. Not much else to report. How do you guys think we should proceed? Don't look at me like that.
Well,
I mean, you are the sneakiest of us.
I
Do you wanna
know.
Go listen to
I guess I could go listen to the other door, but I don't want to feel like I'm like, let me go do all the things while you guys sit in the room and kill everything.
We're behind you
no.
100%.
We're going to let you go be sneaky until you're not sneaky, and then you can lure everything over back to us, and then we can
No,
go
here's
out
what's going to
everything
happen.
together.
I'm going to go through that door. Something's going to attack me. I'm going to come running back, and the room 10's just going to be empty. And it's just going to be a note on the table that says, sorry, not sorry.
We would never do that to you. I would never do that to you. I don't know about Mass.
No, I don't think he would
you're
do
the
that.
one always trying to set me by the doors and everybody else while you're far away, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you are the centaur. You're supposed to have the health. Where's your horse armor at? You got to get some horse armor the next time we're in town. You can't just be sitting here like, I'm a naked horse. It's a little bit unsettling. All right. Anyway.
Ooh, quiet's a signal of...
Uh-huh. All right. So I sneak down to the other door there.
All right.
I hear you doing like 50 clicks over there, so I'm a little worried.
I'm just messing on things. Go ahead and roll stealth.
Rolling for stealth. I'm just sneaking. 12.
12. As you walk down the hall, you notice that there's some boisterous yelling and grunting and growling kind of happening. And you realize that anything that you're doing in that hall isn't kind of going to come through too well because it's just a ruckus kind of coming through it. And as you get closer to the door, you hear the yellings and the jeerings of, well, you've only met one bugbear that I know of, that God knows that you've met, but you assume
But in the
correctly
bedroom,
that
where
there's-
Jesus isn't looking.
you assume correctly that this is where the bugbears are, and you hear them growling and cowling, and they're like, he's like, get on the floor, get on, push-ups now, push-ups, keep going to it. No, sit-ups now, sit-ups.
For a second
turn
there,
around,
I thought they
push
were
up.
playing Bop It in there for a second there. Bop it, twist it, pull it.
Get up on the bed, get on bed, pull-ups, lick the floor, god damn it, you're
Okay.
useless.
All right, so I want to take one quick look down the hallway so I can get, I don't know what's there.
Oh yeah, that I should have just given you that for free.
Yeah, I just want to see what's.
That's
all
a
right.
stairway leading back to the
Alright.
chasm.
So I go back and I explain to everyone what's happening. So I think I found the bugbears. They're down south of here in a room, and it sounds like they're all doing some level of exercise that I'm not totally familiar with. But they're bugbears.
Oh,
so
I meant to also say that amid the shouts and the yells, you could hear the wheezings of a what you assume to be a small creature. Tiny groans and grunts and moans, just kind of squeaking out of them, as and it seems like that is what the shouts were directed at.
all right. So how do you guys want to proceed? We could continue exploring the cave, or we can try to figure out what's going on in there. I mean, what do you guys want to do?
I say we put you in there. Give us some intel.
You want me to go into the room with a bugbear? Are you out of your mind?
course!
Why? Why don't you go in there? You're more of a bugbear than the rest of us.
Oh,
Boys. Calm down.
Okay.
Crow, I believe last time you mentioned a plan, an idea, an inkling of a plan that you had for dealing with the bugbears.
I do. However, we are not far enough for me to be able to do this plan. I will
Okay.
explain it when it is there.
Okay. Well, shall we continue? Since it doesn't seem like the bugbears are going to be bothering us. They are otherwise occupied. That maybe it would be advantageous to us to further explore the cavern until such time as we are fully prepared.
I believe you have the right idea. Mass Mage looks over at me like, humans always think they run everything.
No, it's fine. We allow you.
It's fine. It's always the code word for, yeah, no, you go ahead. It's all good. So I would say let's go down here unless you guys want to go back through the secret entrance, but I would say this way would probably be
That's probably a good place to start.
So we want to go, do you see what we're looking at, Mike?
Yeah,
we want to go.
You want to go
right.
to the right of the
bridge.
crevice. Okay.
So let me sneak down that hallway ahead of everybody before everyone just kind of, for Olivia's clops down the hallway and
Well, I could take the long way around.
on that nice stone floor.
So you run through, and just as you speed through the crevasse, but you still hear you run through, and you get that feeling of hunger again, and you hear some mad gibberings as you cross the bridge, but they fade away into a dull.
I just put through an energy through myself, like, just give me like at least 20 more minutes. We'll be out with dinner. It just takes time, and somehow in a feeling form, so that thing could stop for a second.
So you go down this hallway, and you see kind of just a wall at the back of it, and there's some things stacked up a little bit away from here, and it just seems kind of like a storage corridor. Yeah.
Let me continue advancing through the corridor in a sneaking way.
All right. I sneak around and
I just want to like explore, see what I find.
yep, you take a look, and yeah, you come up and you just see a wall.
I want to search.
Okay, go ahead, roll d20.
I got a 2.
Yeah, 2. Yeah, you
Find nothing.
you press against the wall, you're doing whatever, and you're like, what are you searching for?
I want to look for any doors or secret hatches, things like that.
All right, go ahead and roll again.
20.
20.
Wow. Nice.
You were patting around the wall for a little bit, and you were convinced that there just wasn't anything there. And so you lean up against the wall in just kind of a defeated kind of exasperation. And then it swings open because it's a secret door.
Ooh.
And you stumble into this room. Just comes right open. You're kind of surprised, and you're like, what the hell? I should have been able to find this. Like, you know what secret doors are. You know that they're here. But you take a look around, and you see that this is... you see stairwells leading up to the ruined first floor of the Trent Reznor Manor. You have a... and I'll describe it, because now we've reached that room. I can say what it is. This is a cellar. You open up into the room, and it's a big cellar. There are stone steps that lead up to the first floor in 2 short flights, and there's another door that stands at the end, and you can see it. It's across from the cistern that's full of water, and there's just a door there. There are some supplies stocked here. There are kegs and barrels and things, a couple of boxes.
Pretty well supplied for an abandoned manor.
Yeah, no, this is where the ruffians have been keeping. Like, you saw one of the storage places. This is just another immediate storage location.
Okay. I wish to message with my Rocky Talkie, and I just want to say, everyone meet me over at the. How do you do it? Just meet me. Just meet me at the thing. I can't do it.
Southeast corner.
Yeah, at the northeast corner. So that way they all can come over.
Northeast.
What?
Probably
Southeast corner.
Southeast corner. Yeah.
Southeast corner. So like where you are, or like?
Yeah, where I'm at. Just everyone meet me here.
Okay.
Because I feel like this is a good spot in case trouble happens.
So you guys head off, and you get to the hallway, and you just see a wall there, and you're like, what?
No, hold on. I can I kick the wall. In effect, I kick the wall.
And you kick the wall?
Just to kick it all. I'm like, hold on, I don't remember what the button was, but I say it back here. I don't remember what the button was, but it was like right. It was like a button. I don't know where. I was leaning against it and it opened. I'm just gonna kick it.
The door. You kick the wall, and because the door opens to the room that you're in, you just kick the wall because it doesn't open that way.
I searched for the door that I know must be there because
I'm right on the other side of the door.
Crow isn't magical.
14. Right, 14. Yeah, you figure it out, and you get through that door. You kind of push the door pretty hard, and you push that door pretty hard, and it comes open. You kind of hit Crow just a little bit. It doesn't hurt him. But
Yeah, and I'm fine. This is good. So it looks like we found the cellar, but we are not going to be cracking any kegs just yet. We need to finish finding the rest of what's in here. I see that there's a door here, and then there's a door here.
I want to go listen at the door that's like kind of in the upper left of the room. Like
give
just
me
north of the.
Give me 1 second.
Oh no, this is bad.
Da, 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 da. Nick, what's your passive perception?
Passive perception. Perception, I have a +4. Or is that what you're looking for? Or is there something else on?
There should just be a box that says passive perception somewhere on your sheet. I think it's based on your wisdom.
I don't see anything that says just straight up passive perception.
All right.
Oh, passive wisdom? Ah,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
14.
14. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, you go up to the door. You want to listen at it?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll d20.
7.
You don't hear anything.
I go up and listen at the door. And I roll the dice. I got 13.
13. You maybe Olivius didn't use a glass or something, because what noise is emanating from that room is faint, but there does seem to be just a little bit of mumblings here and there. Not much movement. Just a little bit of noise.
I peek through the door.
Okay, go ahead and roll stealth.
I got a 6. My stealth is also at 6, so that would equal 12.
12.
Yeah.
All right, you take a peek, and you see into the room. I'm gonna say, let's see.
I'm just gonna cut me a sliver. I don't know, like it's all like cubicles, so you can only cut like what you can. Be nice if I had like a cone selection.
I'm just gonna I'll give you that much. There you go.
Oh, is that Gaston? No.
You can see a red brand ruffian.
I see a red band ruffian.
You see a bed. You're taking a look inside, and you go ahead and roll a d20.
18.
18. With your kind of perception, you can tell that this is probably a barracks. This is probably just like there's some beds in there. There's some supplies. You see one, maybe two red brand ruffians just hanging out. One of them might be sleeping. Another one might just be whittling or something. But this is a dorm.
All right. How do you guys want to tackle this? There's red brands in there. It's clearly a barracks, and I don't want to alert them immediately unless you guys have a game plan of some sorts. I mean,
I do want to remind you that you are still wearing the red cloaks.
yes,
Like the red things, so that
right.
yeah.
And I wanted to like ask them what they want to do,
Okay,
so we
sure.
can kind of figure out like how do we want to dupe them? What do you guys want to do?
You said you saw some bunks, Crow.
I did. I saw some bunks in there. It clearly looks like a barracks.
Maybe. I feel like we keep going back to this well, but do you want to maybe try to go in there, convince one of them to come with you to help you with something, and lure him out here where we can deal with him?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can do that, but I was going to go for something more fun. But
Do you what?
it's not. It would probably get us killed. Don't worry. It was silly.
Okay.
Do you want to hear it?
What's the harm?
Oh, don't roll your eyes at me.
Okay, I promise.
But I think it would be good fun if I ran and if we all got in the fountain and just started dancing together, singing a song of friendship. And they came out, and as they climb into the fountain, you froze them. I don't know. It was just a silly joke. Anyway.
Just a passing fancy.
I just feel like I feel like Mass Mage just lost a lot of respect for me.
Something tells me they're not the friendly type.
Go ahead and roll.
Oh, for what?
When you look at the cistern, just go ahead and roll.
Okay, looking at the cistern.
Yeah.
12.
12. And what's your perception?
14.
14. Okay. You take a look at the cistern, and you realize it's pretty deep. Like that's a pretty good storage of water. It's about 10 feet deep.
Ooh.
Huh.
And
It's like a swimming pool.
Yeah, no dancing.
basically, this is a place for clean water. It's almost like a private well for the manor, this is where the rainwater would drain from the roof, you also notice that there's a rope hanging over the side near a corner, and you can take a look. You see that there seems to be a satchel at the end of it, and it's submerged into the bottom of the cistern.
I want to pull that up.
Okay.
Because I'm the type that's like, ooh.
So you pull it up, and
I'm like ADD. I'm like, let's go. Wait, ooh, I see a thing. I'm going.
you open up, and it's a waterproof satchel. And inside the satchel, there's a potion of healing, a potion of invisibility, 50 gold coins,
Ooh.
and a clean set of ordinary traveling clothes. This is a getaway kit.
A bug out bag.
Yeah.
Well, Ururian, I give you this potion. Looks like you might need to use it soon. How many health points does he have?
He's at 10.
Out of what?
16.
Yeah. How good would that potion be for him?
I'd say wait to pop it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. Well, I'll let him.
You could drink it as like a bonus action or something.
I'll let you hold on to that, Ururian. Are you cool with that? Are we cool? Well then, so you want me to what then? Sneak in?
Maybe not even. I mean, maybe
So-
sneak in. Maybe
just
just
walk
walk in. Maybe if there's somebody who's awake, grab them and say, "Hey, you need help moving a keg of ale here." Is there a keg of ale in the room? I'm assuming.
I didn't see anything.
This is like where the ale would be stored, and
Okay.
if it needed to be moved, you probably think they need to be moved to like a common room or something.
Yeah. Say you need help moving a keg for
For the wizard.
the Glassstaff, and when you come out the door, we'll just kind of make him so he's not breathing anymore.
And as they discuss, that mass moves slowly to the back of the room.
He's like, nah. How about you also go back there, Olivius?
Okay.
good.
Standing in between Mass. Yeah. Okay, well that's fine. That's more tactical, I guess. And then Aurelian, you get ready to. What weapon do you have? What's your weapons?
A short sword and a short bow.
You don't have an axe. How is it that we find the only dwarf in all of Phandalin and he doesn't even have an axe?
Because he's not a
supposed to be a
dwarf.
Ugh.
You are so culturally insensitive. Kurt.
I'm not
sorry.
culturally. Just name one dwarf you have not seen without an axe or a hammer. Exactly, you can't. What's the name? What's the name of the dwarf that we're with? That we're trying to hunt down?
Oh, you're trying to find Gundren Rockseeker.
And does Gungeon Rockseeker have an axe or a hammer?
In fact, he had you move like a shit ton of pickaxes and hammers.
Yeah.
In the cart.
What would I say? That's not culture. That's just an observation.
I mean, those dwarves are miners by trade, but then again, it's like dwarves.
I like how
miners, it's
Aurelian
kind
just
of
gets on top of the
synonymous.
barrels like he's about to fucking like off the top ropes.
I'm just assuming he's trying to get himself in the corner.
Oh man. All
Okay.
right. All right. Looks like our trap is ready.
How you want to play this?
I open the door and I walk in.
Okay. You walk and you take a look around, and
Yeah.
you see 3 red band ruffians. One's in his bed, hanging out. I don't think he's reading anything, or if he is, maybe he's reading like a pulp, like some sort of pulp fiction. The one near the door is whittling, and then the one over here in the barrels and everything, he's taking a look at, just kind of overseeing inventory, maybe looking for something particular. He wants a particular choice piece of salted pork or some nonsense. When you walk in the room, they take a look at you, and the one nearest the door takes a look and says, "Who are you?"
Is everyone in the Red Brand bloody drunk all the time? I've been here for almost since you've been here, and you don't even recognize, and it doesn't even matter. Listen.
All right, go ahead, roll a d20.
All right.
You're rolling deception.
8.
8. What's your plus deception?
Deception is at 2, so 10.
You rolled a 10.
You're already halfway there.
Living on a prayer, halfway there. Yeah.
Hold on a sec here. Yeah, I think he takes that at face value. Well,
I also have a charisma +2. Or doesn't matter.
that's where you get your plus stint. So you
Ah.
get a 10. He's gonna take a squint at you. I'm gonna take a look, and he's gonna be like, just looking up and down. And he's like, "No, I ain't never seen you before in my whole life. Who are you? What you doing wearing a cloak?"
Of course you've never seen me before. They all say that every time I walk here. Is this like a running joke in this place? Well, anyway, stupid glass staff wants us to move these barrels in the other room, and I can't seem to do it myself.
I don't know about you. I don't know about you. You don't look like Red Brand material, I don't think.
Fine, then I guess I'll go move them myself as always, as I grumble.
He stands in front of the door.
And what are you going to do now? You're going to try to attack... What, is this like the second time now? Do I also have to tell you what happened in the other room when we were playing the game and I lost all my money to you? Never mind.
Do you remember any of the Red Brand's names? Anything that you can invoke?
Oh no, dude, that was like last week.
Yeah,
Like if we were still playing this, yeah.
maybe it would. I don't even know if I gave them names.
You did.
I think
gave
you
me
did.
at least two
Yeah, I
of
don't even
them.
think you did.
Go ahead and roll a d20. Go ahead and roll a d20.
Oh, I got a 1. He doesn't believe me.
Oh shit! No, that was your roll to see if you could remember any names. You are absolutely blanking. Like you don't even remember their faces. Like you're kind of in a shit situation.
I was drinking a lot. I was really drunk.
He looks at you and he was like, I wonder what I should do with you. I wonder if you're not an intruder, are you? And he just kind of smiles at you a little bit, and he's like pulling out his knife.
Right, I would be an intruder, and where would I get the red cloak? You know, this is not standard issue.
Go ahead and roll d20.
I got a 3. Damn, dude, this sucks.
It's like getting your hands on a red cloak, especially one of these. Maybe you found yourself a way around. Maybe you found our stockpile. Maybe you found a room. I don't really give a shit. All I know is that your tongue's gonna make a good trophy.
So you're going to literally attack me, based on what exactly?
Let me see.
On what exactly? You literally have no reason to attack me.
I just don't like your face, and I don't like the way.
Well,
you
then
talk.
how? Let's settle this man on man, no weapons, fist brawl, and these two can be our judges. I don't care. I just want to move these freaking barrels before Glassstaff shoves it up my ass.
All right. When you mention combat and this idea of kind of like a spar with the two men being judges, they perk up. They've been kind of paying attention. They weren't doing much, but they were kind of content to let the guy hassle you. But when they hear judge combat competition, they're kind of interested. They're like, oh, all right, oh yeah, maybe a little bit of boxing. And he takes a look at them, and he, at their interest, and at what you said, he kind of thinks to himself, and he's like, yeah, all right. And he throws his knife onto the bed, and he kind of unbuttons his vest a little bit and just starts starts walking around the room, getting himself pumped up.
Well, I'm not going to fight you in here so you could break all our stuff. Let's go out in the hallway where they can actually see it. And after I'm done, I'm going to wash your face in that cistern out there. You're going for a swim tonight. Because I'm tired of being pushed around by all of you.
He's like-
I know I'm shorter than all of you, but it's not fair.
The other ones get up and stand at the side of the room. It's
Actually,
like,
I'm taller than them, 6'2". So.
there's enough space in here to do the brawl, and the ones who were in front. Actually, yeah, go ahead. Roll persuasion. Roll persuasion.
Oh. 10?
10. What's your plus persuasion?
2. So I got a 12.
12. The two guys who were about to officiate look at each other, and at your mention of going out into the cellar with the cistern and everything, they took a look around at the room and they see it's pretty small. And in fact, the gentleman who had been harassing you previously seems to agree there's not much room in here. There's enough that he might be able to walk around a little bit, jump up and down, but while he was like preparing his shoulder, he knocks it into one of the beds, and he's like, they all pretty much agree. It's like, yeah, let's move out into the cellar where there's more space to do this.
All right.
Okay.
So we're going to move out into the open space
Okay.
where we have our trap laid.
All right. So
Wow, the dice just really wanted to ruin me tonight. I had to really just, wow. Like
Had to work for that one.
Arunian, roll a d20. Or have somebody roll a d20.
Who do you want to
for
roll
that.
for you?
Go for it, Nick.
Okay.
Hey, not me.
12.
12. Yeah, that's good. You snuggle yourself into the corner, and you find a little bit of darkness. You hide yourself pretty well. Mass and Olivius, you're in pretty good positions where you're behind the stairs. You're pretty well hidden. So Crow, you come out. What are you doing? Like when you come out?
I'm taking off my cloak. I'm taking off my clothes, just my cloak.
Yeah, just your cloak.
Yeah, and I'm just sitting there, just like rolling my sleeves up. I'm like, all right, I'm about to brawl this dude.
All right.
Things are about to go down, and I like, just kind of like without like giving myself away, just kind of like, wait for my signal, kind of like whisper, like, wait for my signal, you'll know when to do it. So that way they can kind of.
I'm just thinking about how much the party could fuck you with this. Anyway, okay, you get them in the middle, and now you're in you're good position. You have a nice open space.
I have a lot of dexterity. Like
Yeah.
I have 19 dexterity, so
There's a lot of dexterity.
I can definitely hit and I can definitely move. But as far as strength goes, I'm guessing he probably has more than I do. I mean, you don't have to tell me, but you can just be like,
I'm just gonna take a look.
just by perception wise, I could probably be like, yeah, he's.
Oh, he's all right.
Question.
Yeah.
How far? So I see we have the 3 guys, the 2 judges at the sides and the fighter in the middle. How far is separating them? Or how big is the grid on this?
So let's see, 5, 10, 15. So Crow and the Red Band Ruffian he's challenging, they have about 15 by 20 foot. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4. They're about like a 15 by 20 foot space. Stairs kind of intrude a little bit of that, and then the Red Band Ruffians, let's see, if it was, since they're in a line, it's 5, 10, 15, 20. They're all within 25 feet, so this is, from here to here is 25 feet.
I can't see where you were pointing.
From the Red Brand Ruffian on the top to the bottom, that's 25 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I begin to square up with this guy,
Okay.
and then I get into a kind of like brawler stance. I'm
Okay.
very acrobatic.
Yeah.
So I know that if things get out of hand, I'm going to be like jumping out of this, but I don't want to give away that I'm very acrobatic.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I want to
So
like,
you just get the put them up, kind of. You put your fist in front of your face, you pugil style. You're getting ready. Okay, and matches your pose. He's got a pretty much.
and
he's,
does somebody ring a cowbell or something?
No, he just kind of pretty much starts. Like it's been enough time. Everybody's in position and they're just ready to fight. So
let's do. I guess how are we gonna do this?
He's going to approach you and he's going to try and hit you. And we'll just do. It'll be interesting. We'll do a.
Because I don't know if we have unarmed anything.
No, we'll do a blows contest. So roll a d20.
Okay. 18.
18. He takes a swing at you, and you move out of the way pretty fast. And he's like almost a little bit surprised. Go ahead, roll that d20 again.
7.
7. You go to punch him, and it hits his arm, and like you hit him square in the arm, and it feels like he doesn't even move. Like you're trying to follow through, but he just blocks you. Just completely.
Okay, so I got a block on.
He's got a really good block on. His defense is his fighting defense is pretty strong. He's got some big burly arms. He gets them in front of himself. He keeps his head behind everything. He's kind of a defensive fighter. And
then I just say something like, "Oh, it looks like you had an older brother who fought you too, huh?"
Let's see. Roll a d20.
19.
He laughs. All right.
This is like becoming too friendly. So I want to try to go in for like an uppercut.
Okay.
Just like a basic fighting maneuver.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll athletics.
15, and I have athletics +2, so 17.
You do a little bit of a dancing around him, back and forth. You're kind of feeling each other out, but you notice a gap in his defenses. While he's got pretty much a wall in front of his arms, his shoulders and his chest are such that his arms kind of bow out a little bit, and he's leaving his bottom undefended. So you dip down, do an undercut, and come right out in between that, slug him right on the chin. And he goes reeling back and kind of stumbles against the cistern, rubs his chin. There's a little bit of blood coming out of his mouth, and he smiles a little bit, and he says, "Not bad, not bad." And
I'm like, all right, are we going to move some barrels, or do you want me to continue this ass whooping?
The guards, the judges, are not pleased yet.
All right.
They want more blood.
All right, more blood it is then.
He takes a run at you.
Okay. Let me know if do I need to roll?
Yeah.
19.
19. He takes a run at you. He tries to kind of tackle you. Maybe get this a little bit more wrestling MMA style. What do you get the momentum though? What do you want to do with this?
So like where are we at?
Like you're still where you are. He's running towards you. He puts his shoulder down, but you're reading him completely. You kind of have a decision on like what you want. Do you want to dodge? Do you want to kind of counter? Do you want to reverse? Do you want to?
I want to counter. My goal is to try to knock him into that cistern.
Knock him in. Okay.
I want to get him in that water.
Okay.
I feel like that's going to end the fight. And also, I want him to be wet for when Mass inevitably freezes him.
All right. You let's see. He runs towards you, and you pivot on your heel, and you kind of grab him by his side, and then you swing him around and send him running back towards the cistern. Let's see. Let's roll a dexterity saving throw for this mother. Oh, jeez. He runs up to the.
I'm guessing his dexterity saved he
he's thrown towards the cistern, and he kind of realizes what's kind of going on, and he gets his feet underneath him because there's a good bit of distance after you threw him. If he had been a bit more clumsier, he might have stumbled in, but he gets his feet underneath him, and in fact, he actually does a run and jumps off the ledge of the cistern to kind of recover himself.
Oh,
and
nice save.
he does a he jumps up into the air, and let's see, this is pretty Air Jordan, but he rolled a 20, so he's gonna try and do a flying punch at you. And he's like, fuck that, I'm gonna take this and use my momentum.
What is this, Ip Man? What the hell is happening?
Go ahead and roll D20.
Okay, this is gonna suck. Yeah, it's a 2.
The
Yeah.
2. You misjudge the distance. In fact, if you just stayed where you were, he probably wouldn't have been able to reach you. But you start moving forward because you think you'd be able to intercept or just get out of him. And it's just a wrong kind of movement. And he comes down and smacks you hard in the face. Roll a D20.
16.
16. You don't fall to your feet. You put your arm out and you kind of catch yourself, and you just kind of grumble. You're like, motherfucker! You just kind of like walk around.
I'm like, did you see that? That was awesome! That was amazing, dude! How did you do that?
Everybody's kind of laughing at it. It's like, that was pretty impressive. It was pretty cool. And he's like, and he looks at you and he's like, what's your name? What's your name?
Oh, they call me Edwin.
Edwin. Ah, man.
You are one hell of a fighter.
Thank you. Thank you. That was pretty good. What are you, some sort of new recruit?
No, I have been here. You know what it is. They always send me to town to be the guy who talks to all these stupid locals. You guys probably don't notice it, but I'm the one who brings in all the supplies.
You do have a hell of a mouth on you, I'll tell you that.
Thank you.
I
I have that a lot from my girlfriend.
What were you saying? The guy you're talking to just keeps talking. The one guard laughs a little bit to himself, and the other guard just kind of looks confused.
There's giggling coming from Maria's corner.
Actually, everybody roll a d20 to see if they all laugh at the joke.
Everyone except for Mass, who's
13.
like, I'm not impressed.
What?
I have
Mass
a
is not,
13.
You got 13? Okay, Mass, go ahead, roll d20.
Mass is not impressed.
12.
12.
What do you want rolling for you, Riding, John?
I'll hit up you again, Dick.
Okay.
Innuendo is
9.
common in
9.
the underground.
You all keep your composure in your hiding places. Yeah, he says to you, what were you saying? Something about moving a nail. Ale barrel.
Right, the glass staff wanted us to move this stupid thing down the hall because those bugbears, they're just... He's worried they're going to get into the ale again. This is the 3rd time this week.
They can be pretty rambunctious. Yeah, let me give you a hand with that. And so he grabs a barrel and rolls it over towards you, and then you get on the other side, and you prepare to kind of roll this away. The other guys, pleased with this show of sports, walk back to their room. Arunian, go ahead and roll a D20 again.
You want Nick to do it?
Okay. No.
What do you want?
I'll take you.
Oh, me? Okay. Here it goes. It was not a 2. It was a 400. You got a 400 on a D20.
He's got advantage, so go ahead and roll it again.
Oh, okay.
You want somebody else rolling?
He's already pretty well hidden.
Yeah, it goes Jermaine.
Jermaine?
Am I saying his name right, really? Is it
It's Jameer.
Jameer. Okay, I gotta get it right.
14.
14. Yeah, you stay hidden. You didn't have to do much. You found that piece of shadow pretty well. And they're walking back, and they don't see you. Okay, now what?
Are they back in the room?
Not yet, no. Like, do you want to wait for them to get back in the
Yeah,
room?
that's what I'm waiting for. It's like we're going to work until they go back in that room.
All right, well, you start moving it over, and he says, you know the secret door, don't you?
Of course I know about the secret door, and you know what the worst part is? I always forget which side opens what.
It's
Could you show me where it is? Because I keep, especially when it gets dark down here. You know what I mean? It's like so hard to find the damn thing.
it's like, oh man, it's so easy. You got to find the. You know what? I'm actually a little surprised. He's like, the way they made this cobblestone, it's got a natural kind of handhold to it, so you can just pull it out and pull the door towards you. And he opens up the door.
Is it, you,
opens it inside.
how do you know so much about masonry?
I used to be a mason.
What? Story time.
All right, so the others are.
We're
back
moving barrels, so you might as well just start telling us the story.
The others are back in the room.
He's gonna avoid the question.
Do you want to keep moving this barrel? And
No, I'm gonna go ahead and do a. I'm gonna have a sneak attack, and then you guys save me when it fails.
Let me look at what your sneak attack.
Yeah, I have a sneak attack.
You have a sneak attack. I don't know if it
So
works
what-
on this.
Well, it's like he's not looking.
Let me just double check though. 1d6
When they're within 5 feet.
Advantage or another enemy or a creature. So you don't have another ally next to him to kind of distract him to affect. What you do is if you want to start attacking now, it would be a surprise round, and everybody would.
Oh, actually, you know what? I have an idea. I want to be like, you know what? We need to get that barrel that's just right across the thing, then bring it down here too, because that's the good stuff.
Across the cistern.
Where your Orion is.
He's like,
But it's my battle!
go ahead, roll persuasion.
13.
13. Yeah, they'll do it. He was like, oh, those bugbears. They know what we have, and they know what
Wow.
they know what's good. And he is, just by nature of being close to Runian, oh, shit. Yeah, and in fact, Runian, like, you just so well niched up in here. Maybe you even have like a piece of a barrel in front of you. I don't know how you're doing it. You just so
He's
well.
pretty
hidden.
short. He can hide behind
He's
the
a
barrel.
really good fit. And so he's
I'm just stout.
he's reaching up to get a barrel of the good stuff. And so, Crow, you want to do a sneak attack?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and do that.
All right. I want to do it with a dagger, of course,
Okay.
and that is going to be a. What do I have to roll for that?
It's just your basic roll to hit.
So roll to hit right now.
Yeah.
Okay. 19.
19. Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna hit him.
Yeah.
So I just need to do 1d4 and a 1d6, right?
And then plus your damage, right? You have a plus the damage, don't you?
Yeah. So it's like 1d. Oh yeah. So the dagger's 1d4.
1d4 plus 4, and then so 1d4, 1d6, and then plus 4.
Oh, you are going to mess this dude up.
All right. So what do I roll?
Roll a d4 and then a d6.
A 4
Okay, you got a 4,
and another 4.
another 4, and then a 4.
All 4s.
What are your fucking hit points?
My 2 hit.
Oh,
Its attack bonus is +6 or whatever.
you take your dagger out and you just stab it right in his back, and he starts bleeding, and I think it's weird because you see a lot of people get stabbed because you do a lot of stabbing, and so you see a lot of different reactions, and this guy he's just so not expecting it. I don't think he even feels it. He keeps looking. He keeps reaching for the barrel, and
And then I'm looking at Aurelia and I'm like, wow.
like it hurt him real bad. Like, you know how stabbing works. But it's just like sometimes when you just get them in the right place, it's like they just don't even feel it. And so he keeps trying to get the barrel, and he's like getting the barrel down. And then he looks at you, and he just kind of sees you. Go ahead, roll a d20. And it's a deception.
14.
14. You keep your face. You're not selling that you just stabbed this guy in the face. It's just like he just does not feel the knife in his back.
I'm guessing it didn't kill him. Is that why it's
He's not dead.
Okay.
It's just that he hasn't. It's so weird. It's like sometimes you just get a person in the right way and they don't feel it. And so he's he's getting that, and what he does feel though is the blood draining from the wound. He feels it on his back. Oddly enough, that's the first thing he feels. And he puts a hand back, and it comes back, and it's got a lot of blood on it, and he's just kind of confused. He kind of doesn't know what's going on. Arunian, do you want to do anything?
Should it finish him off?
It's up to you.
Well, so he's turned around to look at Crow, which seems to be a prime opportunity. I mean, even if you do, like, don't you have the power gauntlet thingy to just, like,
I do.
punch him in the back of the head and
Probably should
give him
save that for the
concussion?
bugbear, though.
Yeah.
Well, you can
but
use
that's-
that. You can
yeah,
use
that's
that as
an
many
item
times as
that
you want.
it's not a one-time use item. That's
No.
just like his.
Oh,
Yep.
It's like he has a
It's a
unarmed-
magic item.
Yeah.
cool thing.
He has
I
an
mean, I'll-
unarmed combat weapon.
Yeah. I'll use that to knock him out.
You're gonna knock him out?
He'll just.
Or
Well, if I knock him out, he won't be able to say anything, and he'll just bleed to death.
Well, you could just kill him.
Yeah.
Like you,
Or
if
I
you
could just kill him.
if you do an attack. So like at this point, if you do an attack on this guy, like let me take a look at your thing. Shoot, yeah. If you do an attack on this guy, chances are you're probably going to. If you want to knock him out, you can knock him out. If you want to kill him, you can do that. Like just like if you want him to be unconscious, you can go ahead and try. If you want to actually kill him, you could do that too. But if you go attack this guy with anything, you're probably going to get him.
Okay, well, I'll just kill him.
You just kill him. All right.
I'll just kill him.
Who do you want to roll for you?
Jameer.
And what are you rolling for?
Are you going to do it with the Phantom Fist or with your short
Short sword.
Short sword. Okay.
14.
14. Yeah, you just take your short sword out, and you slash him right across his back, and he falls over dead.
Wow.
Doesn't even really see it coming.
Okay. And then I'm like, wasn't that amazing? Like his attack off the thing. What the fuck?
I'm more impressed at your backstabbing skills.
I don't even worry about that. I was just saying that jump off the cistern was worthy of a show at least. All right. He's just like, I'm still not that impressed. So
well, we've got two more.
I realize. I
Do
think
we want to do something with the body?
I think what we could do is I was gonna say, like, we could lay him out in the middle of the room.
Yeah, and scream intruder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we could do that.
I say put him in one of the barrels.
Well, we're gonna scream and shoot her. Let them come in the room, like, while we're all hiding. So they come around. So that way they come around,
Okay.
and I'll hide like near the top of the stairs there, Mike.
Like over here.
Yeah. Like no, like more. Yeah, well, more wherever like the door is up there, so I can have like a clear shot of them.
Just like at the top.
Wherever there, it's like I can hide basically.
Okay.
Because I got a short bow and I can use that too.
We'll
I think
say
you'd do better in the corner.
you could go in corner. Well, let's say you could open up that door and just kind of get out of,
Sniper range.
just kind of get down a little bit.
My short bow skills are okay. I'm
Just
not as
kneel
good as you
down.
guys, but I'll be able to do some damage.
Okay. So is that what you want to do? You want
Yeah.
to do a fake intruder? Okay.
Yeah. Mass, you call out the intruder, please.
And I have a cantrip of minor illusion still. I use Mr. Dead's voice.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Oh, whose?
Mr. Dead's, the guy who just died.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
All right. You use the cantrip to imitate his voice, and everything is like, "Intruder! He's an intruder!" Both of these guys spring up and they start running in, and they see his dead body on the floor, and they run towards him, and they look at his body. They see he's dead, and then they're really confused and almost a little frightened because that was his voice and he's dead. And so now, okay, now what?
I
Let's.
want to start with the attack, if I may.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So everybody roll initiative.
I got a 9.
19.
Ooh. All right, my turn. 1, so I'm going last.
So who besides Crow do you want rolling for you, John?
Grow.
I rolled a 1. I can't do it again, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got 12.
12. Okay.
Let's see, a little better.
It would be funny if I did roll it again.
I always have a theory. If you roll that bad, you can't possibly roll that bad again.
True. True enough.
It's the
It's
slot
like lightning
mechanic.
striking twice in the same spot.
So looks like Jameer's gonna go first.
Olivius, what's your +2? Do you have a +2 initiative?
No, I have a basically +0.
Okay.
I have a +4 to initiative, so I don't know if that matters.
No, you're all right.
I'm 30
I don't have to be
speed.
first. It was just like
30 speed, man. I'm like a
Um,
bike.
No.
30 speed.
John. Where the fuck
I can speak Dwarvish. That's fucked up. I can speak Dwarvish. I just realized that.
well, if we're comparing languages, I have.
Yeah, I'm not gonna look over here at
Dwarvish,
your
Elvish,
overachiever
Gnomish,
bullshit
Halfling,
that's
Orc,
happening
and
right here.
Sylvan.
All right, fucking, you're a wizard and you're a centaur and you're the most. You're
I'm a nerd.
Yeah, Olivius, we'll say you can go first.
Okay. I want to do burning hands at him.
Okay. Let me.
So is it like you have your hands in hot sauce? Just-
It's like
Oh.
and flamethrower.
Oh, okay. So not the bomb hot sauce? That stuff's really hot. No?
No,
Okay.
no hot sauce.
'Cause that would be pretty
touch and
devastating.
figure
You have,
spread
like, hot
function,
sauce in your hand,
function
just
from your-
slap him on the
starts to a 15-foot
Right in the
cone.
eye.
It's like a dexterity saving throw.
The capsaicin in that would probably debilitate them for a while.
1.
Especially with that hot sauce.
Okay. So you're gonna do burning hands, and they have to do a dexterity saving throw against your. Saving throw. Which takes 3d6. Okay. And they're going to do dexterity saving against your spell save DC. Yeah. Okay. And then what's their +2? Dex is 2. Right. Oh wait, do they have saving throws? No, I think they make notice if they have saving throws, so I just do it. Okay. Okay, the... Let me rectify real quick. You defeat the foot down on field save, or half as much on a successful one. Okay, do roll 3d6.
6, 2, 2.
2. So 10?
10.
10. All right. The one at the top does a pretty good job of rolling out of the way. He just kind of gets back, and he takes half of that. My hit points 16. All right. So he rolls back to get out of the way of the cone. The one other misjudges it, rolls directly into it, takes the full brunt of the force. And so he takes that full damage.
Oh, wow.
And okay, that was Olivius. Now we'll say Mass.
I'm gonna go longbow for the silent attack.
Okay, which one are you aiming at? The one at the top or the one at the, we'll say this one's gun over here.
The one at the top.
One at the top. Okay. So you kind of come around the corner, just far enough that you can get a bead on him. Go ahead and roll d20 to hit.
19.
19. Yeah, go ahead, roll damage.
You need a D8?
Yep.
Okay. Give me a D8.
4.
4 plus
3.
3. Yeah, you hit him. He is bad. You get him in the gut, and he's bleeding pretty bad. He got burned, not as badly as the other one, and so now he's looking pretty bad off, and he's just kind of holding his gut, just kind of reeling as to what's going on. John, what do you want to do?
I'll attack the guy nearest to the wall.
Okay.
Top. I'll attack him too.
So you take a walk over to him. What do you want to do?
Short sword.
Short sword. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Who do you
Go
want
ahead, Nick.
rolling?
I got it.
No, I got it.
Oh,
I didn't drop it.
you didn't drop it.
I was wondering who do
yeah, who
you
you want to roll to hit, John?
Nick.
9.
9. That's I think there's a tie hit.
That's very disappointing.
I'm sorry.
Nicholas.
Oh, he went with the full name.
Hey, I just did 15 dealt 15 damage to these guys, so lay off maybe a little bit. I am properly wizarding it up as opposed to using my bow and arrow like last time.
Yeah,
And-
you gotta. You're cursed. That bow is cursed.
Yeah, that hits. It meets his AC, so ties let you hit. So you hit him for. Go ahead and roll d6.
2.
2.
John's
Yeah.
not going to let me roll anymore.
Plus 3 piercing. You stab him again in the side, and that his face goes pale, and then the light goes out of his eyes, and he falls to the ground dead.
Okay.
Got the job done at least.
Okay. And now Crow.
Okay. I'm going to use my short bow on him.
On the bottom one.
Uh-huh.
Okay, the one alive. Okay, go ahead, roll to hit.
10.
10, plus, you have a plus to it.
Attack bonus is what you're looking for?
It should have you should have a pretty good one, because your dex
Yeah,
is
is that what
high.
you're asking for, an attack bonus?
Yeah, the attack bonus.
Plus 6.
Plus 6. Yeah, you hit him. Go ahead, roll damage.
Okay, well, I want to do this. I kick open the door, like, and then I'm just like, welcome to the Avengers, and then I do this with my D6. Oh, it's a 6!
6.
That's perfect.
I'm gonna say you let off that arrow, and then you're saying that while the arrow is flying, and that arrow goes right through his skull,
Whoa.
and he does not hear what you say,
Wow!
but he's dead.
I'm like, isn't that a good name for our group, the Avengers, right? No?
Not the worst idea I've heard from you.
Congrats.
Look.
You killed 3 more men.
Well, that was a. Can we search the bodies?
Yeah. Let me
What do we
see.
find?
We'll look into that. I don't know if they even have shit on them. I'm just
They were sleeping, probably
barracks.
not.
Oh no, they have some pouches. The one's got 16 silver pieces and 7 gold pieces. Another one's got 12 silver pieces and 5 gold pieces. And the third one's got 15 electrum pieces and 2 garnets. Which, go ahead and roll a d20. Who's searching?
Me.
You, go ahead and roll a d20.
12?
12. Yeah, you know that. Actually, how should I make this? 12.
And,
You look at them and you think they're valuable. Like, they're decently valuable. In fact, probably more valuable than each of the pouches themselves. You don't know exactly how much they're worth, but you'd say that they're not like 100, like whatever, 1,000 gold pieces, but they're nice jewels. They probably sell for a little bit of money.
All right then. Good work, team. I was getting used to being the Avengers, but we don't have to. But I would have to say, very good on on the cone of fire. I've never seen you use your magic, I think, before. No, wait, you did. You set a bush on fire once before.
I've used firebolt a couple of times and a couple other things, but
You're getting much better at this. And Rurian, as always, your tactful...
I use magic missile on the bear.
And,
On the... not bear. Well, yeah, bugbear.
and I have to really give it up to Mass in your silent attack. I didn't even see it coming, and I'm a person of the shadows.
I thought hiding was the purpose.
Uh-huh. Well, I guess after having a sword in your chest, you probably are just kind of tired of being in the middle of things.
Yeah, trying to be a little more mystique.
I want to go into room 2, if that's okay, and do a quick search for anything.
Yeah, sure.
If that's okay, does anybody want to join me?
Sure, I'll join you.
Yeah, because in case my roll sucks.
You go into the room, and it's a storeroom, or at least it used to be. It's been converted into a barracks or living quarters. There's 2 double bunk beds against the wall, and there are barrels and crates and just half full of just shit. But it must have been a storeroom in this previous life, and now it's just a yeah. And you take a look around, but you don't find.
Oh, I don't need to roll for it.
No, well, oh, actually,
If there's nothing in there, then don't even worry about it.
Nothing under the bed?
Go ahead, roll a d20.
Okay, I got a 3.
I got a 12.
You take a look around. There's nothing valuable. Like nothing. Like there's
Nothing.
supplies and stuff, and like you could live here if you wanted to camp out or something and be
Okay.
pretty good digs. But no, as far as just valuables or things that you could just pawn, take off, you know, there's nothing there.
How about, Mass, why don't you go and check out that room that you're standing next to, because that's a door you're standing next to.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mass. Well, okay, Mass. What do you want to do?
Well, I got investigation. Maybe I'll peek through the hole first. But it's
You
already
just-
open.
You can just tell me if
Go.
you want to. No, it's not open. Well, I don't think it's open. You can just tell me what, like, if you want to peek through, if you want to like listen in, if you want to try to stealth it or whatever.
Peek through.
Peek through. All right. You peek through. And you just see it looks like a hallway. You don't see much in there.
Ooh. And then I listen.
Okay. You take a listen. Go ahead, roll d20.
8.
8. Yeah, you don't hear anything.
Cool, baby. It's just another hallway. It seems like leads to something.
Do you want to go and investigate it?
Sure.
All right.
All right, so you take a walk in, and easy enough. It's just a hallway. Take a look. Light's kind of dim in here. Let's see. You can see some doors at the end. You've got your hall over here. It's just like the torches aren't as well lit. Things are, it's pretty just difficult to kind of see what's going on, but it's just a hallway. There's nobody there.
Does he have dark vision?
He does.
So, yeah, what are you trying to do? No, I'm messing with you, man.
I also have dance.
I get it if you're trying, if there's something with, like, an event or something, so it's fine. I'm just messing with you.
It's you'll see why. But yeah, it's just maybe even magically Irano.
There
You
we
know
go.
what? Actually, that's a good point. He does have dark vision, and he should be able to see in this dark, but for some weird reason, it's obscured. He could see a decent amount here and there, but
Red flag. Red
it
flag.
must be some sort of magical interference on top of just a dimly lit room. You get the feeling that if somebody here came in and didn't have dark vision, they might not be able to see much at all. Like they might just be able to see a hallway, but it just seems odd. Like oh, that's weird. I can't see. What the hell? But yeah, you don't notice anything being there or anything in the hallway. It's just, yeah.
What about, like, do you want to, like, detect magic, or what do you want to do?
Sure.
I don't know what
Teaching me
you-
what my skills are.
I don't know. I don't know what you can do,
That's
so I'm just
fine.
guessing here. I'm just I'm kind of lost when it comes to magic.
Let me
Is
see.
that something?
Is that something you can do?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just guessing.
I do still.
Well, you're a horse. Just chill out. You'll be fine. I'm kidding.
Hold myself.
You can't. You
you're
don't have
saying?
dark vision. You're just a horse person.
No, Mass doesn't have
Okay.
identifying magic or anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah, Olivius, do you want to go in there and try to?
Okay. Do you mind it? Do you want me to burn a spell slot, or do you want to wait a few minutes while I prepare a spell so I don't have to use a spell slot?
No, yeah. You if you're not in combat,
Okay.
I'm not gonna make you burn a spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, let's just roll that again.
Yeah. It was like a weird edge roll.
There.
15.
Yeah.
15. Yeah, actually, you use detect. Is it detect magic?
Yeah.
Yeah. Use detect magic, and you notice that a spell has been cast. Some sort of minor illusion or something has been cast on the torches to keep them very dim, and to even interfere with magical sight and anything else like dark vision. It's meant to keep the vision in this room just difficult. Like it can't completely snuff out everything. Like that's like a blindness or a darkness kind of trap or anything like that. It's a illusion spell on the torches to keep things dim.
Is there any way that I mean, I don't understand magic very well. What do you two make of this?
There's strange magic afoot if I can't see after living in the underground.
Mass and Olivius, roll insight.
20.
20. Olivius, in examining the torches and using identify magic, you know that this is the only magical thing here, and it's odd to you because that's all it's doing. It's not dangerous, it's not destructive, it just obscures vision. So it just makes going down this hallway difficult to see. And there's nothing lethal or dangerous about the magic that you are identifying and detecting.
Good to know.
Can I detect trap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
15.
15. Pretty sure that does it. And as you search the floor, Crow, you use your hands more than your eyes to kind of listen at things.
Yeah.
You're tapping, you're doing things. And you understand that there is a trap, a pitfall in the middle of this hallway. And you know that it's... If you just walked over it, it would fall open and... let's see what the... I didn't even supposed to say. Secret doors, lights, treasure barracks, treasure trap hall. Yeah. I should have said this when you were in the hallway, but thick dust covers the flagstones of the somber hallway. The walls are decorated with faux columns every 10 feet. Double doors at the west end of the hall of sheath and copper plate, now green with age. A relief carving of a mournful angel graces the doors.
That was me.
Cover pit. Yep. In fact, you just get it right. Looking at this trap, you understand that while if you walk through the middle of it, the breakaway timbers that were probably used to construct would crack. Walking around the edges of it is probably a fair bit more safe than is someone like you would be able to skirt around the edge and do a pretty good job of not activating the trap.
Okay. This might be pretty useful to know.
You know that like you'd have to be kind of acrobatic because the ledges are pretty small. Like just by knocking around on the ground and listening, the safe spots are pretty difficult, and you'd have to do kind of a balancing act to get across, you'd have to be pretty acrobatic. It's not like the hardest thing in the world.
Acrobatics, I'm pretty good.
It's not the hardest thing in the world, but it's not.
I'm
It wouldn't be
going
the
to let
easiest
that
thing.
if we need to go through here, I'm going to walk around.
Yes. What, you don't want to try to hop over that? No. Okay, well, it looks like this hallway is going to be a no-go, but based on the crude map that I have drawn, it looks like it leads back to the... Well, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but there's a crypt in there, and I don't like dead things, and I don't like dead things that are alive again. So, they're there.
You went in there, didn't you?
I peeked in there and I heard them, and...
No, you didn't. They were just there. They weren't walking around.
Okay.
They were just... So what you understood, and when you interrogated Irano, you knew that now that you're all wearing the red cloaks, the magics that animate these skeletons are it's basically programmed not to attack people wearing red cloaks. So they're just at attention over the graves, but if you go in there, they're not going to bother you.
All right. There is another door that was in that room. I don't know what's in it, but I believe it to be the last door in this area. So how do you all want to do this? We still also have bugbears to deal with.
We have not found our prisoners. I'm wondering if that is perhaps where they're keeping the prison. A nice, the undead would provide a kind of eternal watch
All right.
to keep them in there.
And you all know magic better than me.
Perhaps we could either if we dispatch whatever other guards may be in there, we could potentially get the prisoners out the cave to safety before we try to face down the bugbears, if we want to face down the bugbears at that point.
Well, I would say that there is a way for us to quite possibly defeat the bugbears using said skeletons. If the bugbears are wearing red cloaks, they may be able to walk past the skeletons. However, if they are not, this leaves us a nice opportunity, not only for them to walk across this carefully trap, which I'm assuming was not made by them. It's more likely the machination of a good old Glassstaff. But they would also have to fight 3 skeletons, which I'm sure that after a while they would probably either win or they would lose. Either way would not be our problem. Anything to soften the blow.
How do you suggest we get them to come this way?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I might persuade them.
Everybody roll a d20.
Okay, sorry.
13.
8.
5.
John?
Jameer.
7.
Olivius, you remember that Irano, Glassstaff, you remember him telling you about the bugbears and about how they were sent by the Black Spider himself. They're not Red Brand themselves. They're just kind of enforcers of such. They answer to the Black Spider himself, and the Black Spider has given them to the Glassstaff to kind of keep operations under control. But you know them that they don't have allegiance to the Red Brands. They probably wouldn't be in the uniform. They'd probably be wearing whatever they wear. And you know that if there was a problem, they'd solve it. Check out this hook while the DJ revolt. Is that it? Whatever. Ice Ice Baby. No.
I was gonna say, like,
yeah.
I could probably just lure them in.
Yeah, it's a good shake to assume that they're not too associated with the Red Brands to know the ins and outs. In fact, go ahead and Crow, roll a d20.
Oh, I got a 3, man. That sucks.
3. You're looking at your nails. You're just trying to get the blood off your hands, which is pretty easy because you were wearing glove. Like you took your glove off, kind of look at your nails, just make sure. Do you manicure? Like, do you take care of your nails? Are you vain about your appearance, Crow?
No.
No.
I just cleaned them because it's
Yep.
just something I
It
learned.
was probably just something that you're doing. You're just waiting for everybody else to kind of figure it out. No, yeah. But that's the situation. It's like the bugbears aren't associated with the red brands as such. So that might bring certain advantages.
Okay. What do you guys want to do?
Well,
Well, let's check and see what's in that room. I would say let's do that before
Okay.
we arouse any more suspicion.
Okay.
So, we, just for the sake of time, we make our way back into
Okay.
the-
I
go
want
back
to,
to-
while we're walking past, I grab one of the bodies from the storeroom and kind of toss it down to our Nothric friend as
yeah,
like
just
a,
as a, like,
down payment.
Actually, you're strong enough that you could pile all 3 of them on your back.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
like here's a down payment for you. More is on the way.
So on your way back, you just start throwing these bodies into the crevasse. And I have these. Second, I'll worry about that later. But yeah, you pile up those bodies and you send them down the crevasse, and the Nothic is just kind of like, it's pretty delighted. And you all head over to the crypt room. And and you take a look around and you see the crypt. I don't know if I described it to you already.
Yeah, no, you haven't.
Um,
You described like what you see, and then you didn't tell me like the whole description.
all right. 3 large stone sarcophagi stand within this dusty crypt, and propped up against each sarcophagus is a human skeleton, clad in bits of rusty mail. False columns along the walls are carved in the image of a spreading oak tree. The double doors in the southeast corner are sheathed in tarnished copper plate. Yeah, so it's just, they're sarcophagi, they're skeletons at each sarcophagus. They don't stir when you come into the room. They're not like looking at you or anything. They just look like dead things in chainmail.
I want to do a search.
You want to do a search?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a new room, so I just want to take a look around, see what I find.
Okay. Let me go ahead and roll a d20.
Never mind. I got a 6.
6.
Because I don't have, like, what is search based on? Perception? 14.
It's the best on perception, yeah.
So I have 14 perception
14 perception.
plus 6.
You take a look, and so you look at the sarcophagi, and you see that each one is carved quite well to depict who inhabited the sarcophagi. And you see that 2 of them have human male faces, and 1 is human female, and they're all of noble bearing. There's these are the resting places of the nobles of the Trent Reznor family, or of some of them anyway.
Okay. That's basically what I just wanted to.
You take a look at them; they're not like sealed shut or anything. With a little bit of effort, you might be able to open one up.
I want to make something very clear. I am not a grave robber. However, I will steal from dead bodies from people we have freshly killed. I do not steal from graves.
You're not a grave robber.
Yes.
Okay. Is anybody else?
If anybody, I will not
up to
judge.
such scruples?
I have done many things, so I do not judge. However, I do not steal from the dead. I have stories about that we can speak of another time.
I'm suspicious enough that maybe they're not going to bother us because we're wearing red cloaks, but I don't want to push it with the skeletons, so I'm not going to touch the graves either.
well, they're very undead, and dead people don't have a use for finer things. But I don't plan on splitting it since you guys are being scary.
So you want to open one up? Take a look.
Why not?
All right, go ahead and roll that d20.
I can hear John. 12.
12. Yeah, you open up the signet ring, or the sarcophagus. Which one do you open up?
The one in the one up by itself. on the right.
On the right here. Okay. Yeah, you push the top, tilting the lid of the sarcophagus so you can see in. It's pretty dusty, and an influx of air kind of like it trades out, and you smell more must and death. And you take a look in, and you just see a skeleton. It's been entombed for quite some time. The hands are across its chest in just a traditional burial pose, and around one of the ring fingers, or one around over the fingers, is a ring. It is a signet ring of the Trent Reznor family. It is where is this? Yeah, it's platinum, which you know to be a pretty valuable metal, and it's inscribed with the Trent Reznor crest. And I don't have details as to who is in the I don't have details, and you know what, I don't even think they do. They're just elders of the Trent Reznor family, but there's a signet ring, and it's not, in fact, it's not even unique to that person in the coffin. Go ahead and roll a d20. We're going to roll insight. Or just something. 12. Yeah, you know that signet rings are usually made and distributed among the family of nobles to identify them as such. Knowing this is like, it wouldn't be strange to think that maybe there are more rings than the other sarcophagi.
Okay. So I checked the other ones.
Okay. You take a look, and yeah, there are more signet rings. Now you have 3 platinum signet rings of the Trent Reznor family.
You gonna wear them all at the same time?
I thought about putting them on, but that would be a sign of theft throughout the rest of this adventure, so I just put them in my back pocket.
Okay.
It sounds like you found yourself a nice little bounty.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, like I did. All right, I want to take a peek and listen at that door.
Okay. Go ahead and roll d20.
I got a 4.
Yeah, 4. You hold your breath. You get next to the door, and you try to peek through, but it's pretty tight shut. In fact, even the keyhole has been obscured with like wax or oil of some sort. You can't even take a good look through. The wall and the door are thick, such that if there is any noise on the other side, it's going to be difficult to hear. You're going to have to try something different if you want to get more information about that room.
As a group, or just like
As a group.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it? Well, first of all, is the door open?
No.
It's not unlocked.
Well, it's unlocked.
Okay.
It's unlocked, but it's not open.
Can I do detect trap?
Yeah.
$11.
Yeah, you don't think there are any traps.
Okay. Well,
Well, wait. Is my dancing lights a small torch? I don't know. That's a dead giveaway type situation.
Yeah.
I guess the only way to find out is by opening the door.
But then again, if we go in, that's a dead giveaway as well. So we might as well give ourselves away on this side of the door opposed to the other side.
Yeah. All right, then I guess we're gonna go in.
You're gonna go in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, do we want to just send Crow in, or do we want to just all go in?
Yeah, I'll go in. Fine. Yeah. So
No. But like, not that we can't go all in.
you guys are
like-
wearing red cloaks too.
I'm wearing
Yeah.
a royal red coat, so I'll go in first.
Okay. There we go.
All right.
We need our leader to go in.
Okay, where'd I put you, Mass? Oh, I put you. There you are.
I'm getting
Okay.
tired of being the like. You go in there and talk to everyone and get them to not kill you.
So, Mass, you go into the room,
But you're so good at it.
and you find it's the slave pens. This long room is partitioned into 3 areas, with iron bars walling off the north and south, respectively. Filthy straw lines the floors of those cells, the hinged doors of which are secured by chains and padlocks. A pair of disheveled human women are held to the cell in the south, while human boys confined to the north. All are dressed in plain gray tunics and have iron collars fitted around their necks. A heap of discarded clothing is piled carelessly against the far wall. And there are 2 guards at post, and they look up to you. They see your red robe, and they also understand that that is similar to the robe that Irino, and they take that to mean you must be somebody of import, although they don't know who you are. They look at you expectantly. What do you do?
Well, have you ever seen the spider?
Have these guys seen the spider, or are you asking
I'm
them?
asking it to him.
Asking them. So you look at them and it's like, have you seen the spider? And they look back at you and they shake their heads. No.
Well, now you have.
And they're like, go ahead, roll deception. With advantage.
10.
10, roll it again, because you have advantage.
3.
3. Ooh. Let me think about it, because I want this to work.
This is fine. I don't mind killing people.
It's fun watching you try to sit these situations. I've had the center stage for like almost every stream.
Yeah, you have.
You know what? Okay, I'm gonna... They have passive perception of 9. And then, what are they? Their intelligence is bad. Yeah, I'm gonna roll for them. Gonna... They believe you. They're kind of astonished. In fact, they even bow. More like a curtsy. It's not like a royal get on their knee, but they look at you and they're like, well, shit, we better be on our best behavior. And so they get to their posts. They were kind of at ease beforehand, but they have smartened up. They have they're at their post and they are ready to. They're pretty much at your command.
Well, how gracious of you to bow, but that was certainly unnecessary. I'm here because we need to move these prisoners over to a different part of the castle.
Oh, all right. And they're like, where would you like them to be moved?
Well, they should be reassigned to where the bugbears are. But in the midst of going past the creature, we're going to have an event.
Okay. All right.
I just want them released and us to move to a different part.
Gotcha.
To where other people are.
Okay. Go ahead, roll d20.
Alright. 7. What's going
7.
on here?
7 plus, what's your intelligence?
Oh, it's real high. Nothing if I'm not smart. 15.
15, yeah. You want to make the connection that you're in red cloaks, you have your red robe, the red brands have their red cloaks on. The prisoners do not have anything red on. So if they were to be led through the sarcophagi, they would be
smart
attacked by the skeletons.
Well, oh, but he's in the room, not me. Okay, continue.
And I know that there's supplies up ahead in that room number 6
Mhm.
that probably has more red cloaks that we can. So you can call for one of your servants or something.
Good. But the prisoners outnumber us. So what I'll do.
Oh, they're weak. They're like children. Well, they're young. One
of them is literally a child.
One of them is literally a child. Another one is kind of an adolescent. They look like they haven't eaten in a while, and one of them is an older woman, not terribly old, just kind of like 30s. And she and the adolescent woman are holding on to each other in their cell. They're not of. They wouldn't be a threat to anybody. They're kind of cowed.
As a cautious man, though, I always like to have one-to-one, so I've brought a servant with me. I'll return with him.
Okay.
Who is going to be your servant?
Who wants to go in?
I vote Arunian. I vote you.
All right.
Or if I could volunteer, if you would wish.
No, it's
instead,
Arunian. The
Okay.
council has spoken.
All right. So
Horseman just.
We want him to be Mass's servant.
what is the plan? Like what? So you want to escort the prisoners to the crevasse, where you want to do something. Are you making that known to the party?
You're
where
not.
do
Are
think
you
people should be?
escorting the prisoners to the crevice, or are you trying to get them out of there?
Out of there.
Oh,
Yeah, he's trying to get them out of there generally. But yeah, you said that you would get them to the crevasse so that you could release them, but then you also wanted to do something. I'm imagining you're probably going to shove the prisoners into it, to the Nothic or whatever. Not the prisoners, the...
No, he's not going to do that. He's not going to do that to the prisoners.
Yeah, not to the prisoners. No, prisoners get to go. But yeah, just make your plan known. Make your plan known to the party.
Yeah.
Well, it's 2 guards in there, 3 prisoners. I've told them that I would bring in another servant. But now that I'm out here, it seemed like the smart thing to do would be to grab extra cloaks. Or we could kill them as we lead them out the room and use theirs.
Well, I was also going to say, what if we use... Do they believe you're truly the Black Spider?
They're falling for it. I don't know how. But if you've never seen your master, how can you question it?
What if you were to convince them, and this is just an idea, feel free to say no, to fight the bugbears with us? To fight them for us?
Well, that's quite interesting. We'll see how it turns out. But I'm not going back in there by myself. They're antsy.
Oh, okay. Well, then I suggest you and Arunian go in there, and there are extra cloaks in room 6.
Yeah.
So I was in there. There's extra cloaks in there.
Absolutely.
So Arunian, I'll go in and give them to Arunian. I kind of like plop it down to him like a little bit, like kind of condescendingly, like, here you go, short man. Here's your.
I smugly grab it and take it off the ground and give you a really evil smirk.
Oh,
And then yeah, so you and Arunian and Mass, I guess you guys are going to go back in that room, right?
Okay. Where do you and Olivius want to position yourselves?
Oh, where do you want to go? Because
Well, we're. Why don't we just wait in the crypt? Stand at attention as if we are additional servants of
okay, that's what
the
we'll do
Black
then.
Spider.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, we'll just
Okay.
we're just
Hide in plain
extra
sight.
extra sentries just in case these two decide to make. We'll be the Black Spider's Secret Service.
All right. Okay. So you go in there, and you have Arunian has the cloaks for the prisoners, and Mass, you come in, and prisoners have their keys at the ready to open up the jails or the pens. What do you say?
It seems as though my bugbears are getting extremely unruly. Angry about the hierarchy here. And I think it's time that, 2 new people are moving up in hierarchy. How would you like to be those 2?
Let's see here. Roll persuasion.
Okay.
There's dental.
8.
8. What do you have plus to persuasion? Actually, I don't think you do. Your charisma's abysmal.
It's terrible.
They take a look at you, and they don't look happy about this. They don't look mad. They look kind of scared, and they're like one was like begging your pardon, Lord, but bugbears. One bugbear alone could take on, I don't know, a gang of ours. You expect us to... What do you expect us to do?
Well, of course not just you 2. I have other men waiting, and what do you think the prisoners are for? Bait.
Apologies for my lack of mental facilities, your lord. But what? Could you please explain to us what the plan is?
You want me to explain to you?
Yes, please.
That's not going to be a situation that happens. You're just going to follow directions.
Okay, then give us directions.
You're going to walk out of the room first.
All right.
We're going to head towards the bugbears.
Okay.
And when we get there, we're going to send the prisoners in first. In confusion, we're going to attack them. I like your confusion. That's the same confusion the bugbears will have. And you're human.
Go ahead and roll persuasion again.
Alright. 19.
19. They're not exactly satisfied, but they do think you make some sense. Enough that they're gonna follow your orders, and they're afraid of you enough that they figure that this would work out. So yeah, they they get the prisoners out. They drape them in red cloaks, and then we head towards. They come into the room, and there's Crow and Olivius. The prisoners aren't so excited about the idea of being sent in to fight bugbears, but they're pretty much too weak to fret about anything. They might have resigned themselves to their respective fates. So you get into the crypt room. Are we still headed? How are we directing ourselves?
We would take the long way at this point.
Long way around. All right. So you lead them to the entrance of the crypt, or the crevasse. And Crow and Olivius, do you follow?
Yeah,
Yes.
we're like right we're right behind,
Okay, so you bring up the behind of this.
looking just like, you know, sentries.
Okay, and then you start moving towards. Is there any kind of position you want as you're moving across, or do you want to go all the way to the bugbear room?
We send the one red brand in first in the front, and then the other one behind. And
Okay.
we follow.
Okay. So like kind of like this, and as you guys are walking the prisoners around, the older woman looks down and sees the Nothic kind of just chewing on different piles of bones.
I'm
And,
glad we took the time to walk past our scenic view. Those were other people who were unruly and refused to follow direction.
Ooh.
Roll intimidation with advantage.
That's a good one.
15.
15. Go ahead, roll it again just to see if you get something higher.
15.
15. The men are they see the gruesomeness of their compatriots. They're actually pretty surprised. They'd probably seen a lot of these men just walking, talking, breathing earlier today, and they are shocked. And they're at the point where they're pretty much just going to do what you tell them to do at this point. Not really arguing. The older woman of the party, having seen the sight, begins to weep softly, as well do the children that are with them. They also begin to cry, and they're holding on to each other for support. But they continue on. Not a red brand, and you are behind them. Alright. And then you are pretty much at the point where you're about to enter into the room with the bugbears. What are your orders?
You know what? Stay back. And
Who are you talking to?
the rest of the Red Bird.
Okay. So,
Wait for my orders to enter. Be prepared to attack.
all right. So you're gonna go in?
I am.
Okay. So you enter into the room, and while you were heading over there, you heard more shouts of just like shouts of orders for demeaning things like roll on the ground like a dog, beg for the pork, lick the floor like the worthless pile of. And you walk in, and you see that there are 3 bugbears in this room, and there is a goblin in the middle, sweating, obviously fatigued, trying to appease all 3 of these bugbears at the same time. At the sight of you walking in, he faints, just doesn't even expecting it. He's just very, very light of constitution, and just your appearance is enough to send him over the edge and faint onto the ground. The bugbears each stand up and look at you and see you wearing a cloak of some regal set, and they look at you. It's like, you're some sort of friend of Iranos?
Cousin of the spider.
Oh, that's interesting. What are you?
Is this how you guys keep entertainment now? By picking on goblins?
It's our off time.
Well, it seems as we have escaping prisoners out in the crevasse.
Oh dear. Well, all right.
Can I jump in with something
Sure.
that I'm doing while he's entering the room?
If you want to jump in with something, you have to go into the room.
No, not into. Like, I want to be doing something in the crevasse while he's in the.
While you're doing. Okay, we do like a little window. So
Yes.
it's like this is happening. Like, what are you doing in the crevasse?
24.
Slowly, without the red brands really noticing, I am positioning myself kind of between the prisoners and the like stairs down to the bugbear's room, and kind of nudging them a little bit, like gesturing like a little wait, but like kind of nudging them slowly a little bit more towards the cavern entrance.
Okay, so you kind of just nestle yourselves a little bit and just kind of pen them in there, and then you have the red brands just kind of add attention there. And let's say Crow, you probably move to over there to just kind of keep everything penned
Oh yeah,
in.
I was gonna say like right in the back.
Yep.
I'll be the first one out.
All right, so
But tell
yeah.
your tales. Okay.
So you've got the prisoners kind of penned in, and the red brands in front of you. Yeah. Okay. So, is that a good kind of setup?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Mass. You telling them that they're escaped prisoners. What do you want them to do?
I need you to go and make sure they don't escape. And they have friends.
Okay. So, and they're like, all right. They head out. And so they actually, well, you know what? You should be rolling your persuasion.
Yeah.
For, roll a d20.
It's fine. 12.
12.
Do you need convincing?
They're let me think of what their response would be. They buy the ear, cousin. There's one bugbear, and he's wearing an eye patch. It's leather with kind of like a purple jewel where an eye would be. And he looks at you. He's like, "Surely it was one of us." Would be a proper response to this kind of a thing. Why don't you send, what did I name these assholes? Why don't you send Barrett, take care of this?
Alright, but if I call for you, you be ready. And Barrett, are you comfortable with your comrade sending you out alone?
Barrett gives kind of like a long shrug and like, no, it's a living. It's like he's not particularly, like he's not really worried about combat or prisoner wrangling. It's this kind of job. As much as moving an ale barrel from one place to the other was a job for the Red Band Ruffians, capturing prisoners or fighting things for a bugbear is about the same level of difficulty. So he's like, yeah, whatever. So he heads out. And he's behind you, and he sits there, he takes a look at what's going on. He takes a look over and he's like, he takes a look around and he sees that they're prisoners, the 3 prisoners they had, just kind of in their cloaks still. And he sees the red bands in front of him, and he sees the other people wearing cloaks, and he just kind of looks back at you, and he's like, what? We pretty much seem to have this under control. What do you want? What is going on? Like, what did you need me to do?
I just yell out attack.
Shit. Okay. Surprise round. Everybody roll initiative.
Surprised even Michael. I got a 9.
Okay, hold on here. Crow.
Fight amongst
9.
yourselves.
You're like, attack, and you run up the stairs.
I got a 16, by the way.
Olivia's got a 16.
15.
Mass got a 15. And
John, who do you want to roll?
Crow.
19.
19. Okay.
Good, we got a melee class in front of everybody. Got your health potion on you, so don't be afraid to use it.
Gotcha.
Bugbears are no joke.
Guard. 9. Go to 18. Okay. All right. So because everybody is effectively surprised, including me, let me make sure I write out the order. Okay. So, Mass, we're gonna say you go first because you ordered the attack. What do you want to do?
Man, you better have a bitchin' spell ready. Because even I'm like, oh shit, I go for my bow.
If it's his turn, can he pass the buck to somebody else? Because he's leading.
I mean,
Because I figure if he was to attack, he would break the illusion that he was the spider.
No, he's already ordered the attack on the bugbear.
I didn't say who
Oh.
attack, I
You
just said attack.
Ah.
Oh, so you don't know who was really.
so Mass, it's you're pretty much, who are you attacking?
I want to see what we just.
You can also delay, but that's kind of just same as giving up your turn, and you won't have your surprise action. And I mean, you don't have to attack either. You could just do something.
What about your magic missiles?
I don't want to use my spell yet. There's still 2 left, and I don't know if we're going to decide to attack them as well.
You only have the one,
Right.
and this is pretty much the last encounter in the thing. You're probably going to want to blow what you got, or maybe save it for a more opportune. But it's like you. This is the fight.
Well, he's thinking about the other 2 that are in the room.
Yeah. No. So what do you want to do?
I'm going to choose the delay. I think that would be the smartest person. Honestly, I was going to use something else that wouldn't have been an attack as well. So.
Okay. All right. So you just shout attack and you stand back. Like probably what somebody who would order an attack would do. Then we have John. What do you want to do? Arunian. What does Arunian do?
I want to use my gauntlet to stagger one of them.
Stagger which?
You want to? Well, do you want to do? Because
I'd say right now focus on the bugbear.
yeah, because the red brands are
yeah.
helping us.
Okay.
So you're attacking bugbear then?
Yeah, I'll do the bugbear.
Okay, and what do you want to attack him with?
The gauntlet.
Gauntlet.
I think
Okay.
doesn't the gauntlet stagger when it
It doesn't stagger. It does push. So it pushes them 10 feet in the direction that you hit.
Okay. So I figure if I can hit him with the gauntlet, you guys can use your bows and arrows and range attacks before it closes back in on us.
Okay, that's what I'll do. Because I was actually going to do a bow and arrow from back where I'm at.
All right. So which kind of direction are you trying to hit the bugbear from, John?
Where is he on the map? He's like in a
Oh,
wall.
let me clear up everything.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Cool.
Yeah. So you're kind of in a position, but your speed is such that you can kind of position yourself like anywhere. Let me move you. Does it move your thing? No, it doesn't. It just says it here. So it's like you could get like anywhere, like around here, probably, in a position.
Remember, there's a delay in the stream.
Yeah.
If I may make a suggestion, knocking him back down the stairs, it could be a thing. Just saying.
Away from further attack? That's
Actually,
smart.
yeah, we're gonna say that's what goes on because we gotta get this moving. So you make an attack using the Phantom Fist on the bugbear. Roll. Who do you want to roll for you?
Nick.
Nick, go ahead and roll a d20.
Oh gosh. I'm so sorry, John. Oh no. I rolled a 1.
You know what that means, right? It means I'm the best. Number one.
John, you run up on your dwarfy little legs, and you go to pull your fist back, and
Michael, there's no need to be insulted.
and you go to punch the bugbear, who's still confused and surprised at what's going on, and you throw a punch, and just because it's the first time you're using the Phantom Fist, maybe because you weren't practicing with it, you use it wrong and you backfire the push, and instead of sending the bugbear flying down the stairs, it sends you flying into the Red Brand Ruffian behind you, and you both hit the wall. Let's see, you take you take 2 damage. So now you're at 8.
Oh, jeez.
Way to go, Nick.
And the Red Brand takes 3 damage.
I know where you work.
Yeah, but I'm awake when I'm working, so that's not as scary.
Yeah, it's true. Damn it.
You could just be like, hey,
and what are
Nick,
you
someone left you this nice, cold, crisp, delicious water here that doesn't have laxatives in it. You should have this.
Roll.
I'm
Somebody
gonna take a
roll.
water bottle with me to work, my own.
Do you have dexterity saving?
I have access to syringes.
Let me see here.
Whoa, that's going really far there.
Who do you want rolling a dexterity saving throw for you, John?
I'll go with Nick again. I can't do any worse
Can't
than a
do
1.
worse than
I
that.
believe in you. I believe in you, Nick.
18.
18.
There you
Yeah.
go, buddy.
It would have been better to do that first, because then I would have needed the saving throw, but you
Oh,
know,
it'll
whatever.
No.
We'll get this.
Anyway, you knock into that Red Brand Ruffian, and he sandwiches you against the natural stone column. He takes a pretty good hit, and then he falls prone. You land on your feet, and you're ready for next thing that's coming. Now it's on to Olivius.
I'm going to attempt to firebolt the bugbear right in the face.
Okay.
The bug bar.
Bugbear.
11.
11. You have. That's a 15 versus his AC, I believe. Unfortunately, his AC is 16. So, you're going to launch that firebolt at the firebolt, right?
Yeah, firebolt.
Modifier, creature object within range, make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 1d10 fire damage. Once you're hit by the spell,
Do you have any?
ignites, it doesn't
Does
do
magic
anything.
have an attack bonus or hit bonus?
He does. He has a +4 to it, but that is 1 less than the AC. You launch that fireball at the bugbear, and it hits the wall behind him, and kind of paints the wall in flame. And if there was anything flammable on it's mostly stone anyway,
Yeah.
so nothing's really burning. But the bugbear looks past you, or that's happening, and he's like, we're still in the midst of it. Like, seconds are passing when all this is going on, and it's entirely disorienting. But that was. Do you want to move anywhere?
I shout at the prisoners now and kind of like push them towards the
Towards the exit.
exit so they can start running away.
They're confused, but let me see here. Yeah, they don't know what the fuck is going on, and they get pushed towards the entrance, but they thought you were Red Brands, and so they don't know what you mean when you say now, but you shove them towards the exit, and they don't get it, but then again, they're not going to look a gift horse in the mouth.
Hey!
And that will not be the first time I use that. They run off, and they didn't know what happened, but they're pretty happy to escape, and so they get lost.
All right.
Okay, and let's say you nudged yourself over there, and Crow, you kind of like over there, or whatever. Do somewhere. Okay, Crow, it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to use my bow
Okay, on
bugbear.
the bugbear. Okay.
All right then. And so I pull up my bow, and I pull out my quiver, and I pull back my string, and I'm just like, he wants an attack. He shall get the attack from my shining light of my bow. And I can't. I drop the dice. My bow.
4.
And it's a 4. Well, I got a +6, but I doubt that's gonna do much.
No,
His AC is pretty.
it misses the bugbear and hits the wall and breaks. The bow breaks, or not the bow, the
And
arrow
I'm just in there
shatters.
like,
And you're just kind of there,
yeah.
and you're just like,
whoops.
okay.
Good thing those people weren't there to see it.
All right, so
I want to step back and not attack
now
anything.
we've done that. We'll say,
Do we still have a red brand attack possibly or no?
hold on here.
Okay.
2. Then it's
Why'd you
going
have
to
to be
be
a 4?
Oblivious.
Thought we talked about this. Alright?
Nice.
Supposed to land on like 19 or 20. Ain't nothing else. Alright?
8.
You were supposed to beat me. Sorry. I had to have a conversation with the dice.
And then I'm gonna say Crow, you have the bonus, and then guard. Guard 1 is at 13. And yeah. Okay. Guard. Oh, and he's also prone. 13 prone. Okay. John, it's back to you.
Back to John. Back to
All right.
John.
Well, the gauntlet didn't go too well. So let's go with the short sword.
Okay. Go ahead and who do you want rolling for you?
Jameer.
Okay.
Do it.
20.
Ooh.
There you go.
You crit. That is a 6. That's instant 9 points of damage on the bugbear. Plus, I feel like you get to do even more. I don't know if it's just max damage or if you get to roll another. What your attack is? Crit attack. I just want to double check to make sure you get every last hit point off that. Get.
Got to take advantage of those 20s when you get them.
Absolutely.
Just twice add them together. Okay. Yeah. Jermaine, go ahead and roll a
D6.
roll a d6.
4.
4. Yeah, you knock off 13 points of damage on that crit. Yeah, 14 points. And that did him pretty good. You slashed him right across his chest, and blood starts seeping into his fur. And you got a pretty good hit on that bugbear.
Arunian, let no one say that you've never been the one to cut them short. I try cleverly.
Just stop.
I can't hear you. The sounds of battle are filling my ear.
Now the
Would you speak up?
the Red Brand ruffian, who still doesn't know what the fuck is going on, sees everybody attacking the bugbear, and so he kind of pieces out. All right, well that's who we're attacking. So he's going to make a multi-attack on the bugbear.
Ooh, nice.
And what's his 2 hit? 5 plus 4 to hit. Okay, and he has to beat. That's going to hit him. 11, 15, that won't hit him. So he attacks once and hits and does not second, but he gets 7 points of damage on that bugbear. That bugbear is pretty well hit. He's still alive, and he's just taking hits left and right. Olivius.
Firebolt again.
Firebolt on the bugbear.
Bugbear, yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll ranged.
18.
18. Okay. Yeah, that is going to hit him.
He's just getting slaughtered.
You fire up a mote of it's tradition with our crew. You fire up a mote of fire and launch the firebolt, and that does 1d10 damage.
4.
4. It's you knock him. He is not dead, but he is on death's door. His fur is singed. He has this other look of horror and confusion on his face. He's very close to dying. Mass, what do you want to do?
Minor illusion to call out the next one.
No. Nope.
No, we're not ready for that.
So you guys want to give up? Is what I'm hearing.
Well, here's the thing. You guys can't really add input into what Mass wants to do. We're in the middle of combat. If that's what Mass wants to do,
Sorry.
you can go ahead and do it. So, Mass, do you want to call the next one
That's
out?
what I want to do.
All right.
In Barrett's voice.
Yeah, sure.
They have a centaur. 7.
7.
What's happening? What's going on? I think even Michael's confused. He's like, I don't know, man.
We'll see how that rectifies. But that's going to take a couple of seconds. So meanwhile,
You're amazing.
Barrett. Oh, jeez. Barrett's going to get his, huh? I think Barrett being so badly hit and going around, he's so close to death. The only thing he knows to do is to attack the last thing that's attacked him, which was the Red Brand Ruffian. And so he does. He's going to hit him with his Morning Star. So he's going to roll to hit. That didn't roll very well. Let's try again. 14. Yeah, he's going to bring that Morning Star down on guard. The not the one who's prone behind Arunian, but the one next to Arunian. That's going to be 2d8 plus 2. Where's my d? There's my d8. All right. He brings down his Morning Star onto that guard and just fucking crushes him. Like that Morning Star goes, like, it hits him on his head, and it's like, it's almost like it's fucking something out of Monty Python. Like the body just kind of crumples down into the thing, but not. It wasn't special effects. Like there's a body still underneath it. Maybe it's like Morningstar stops at his waist. It's like the rest of the body just kind of crumbles down. But guard 2 is just absolutely decimated. That's all his blood. Yeah. And so Barrett murders that guard. Crow, it's your turn.
I will attack them with my bow and arrow. I'll attack him with my bow.
The bugbear?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So I pull out my bow and arrow and I'm like, my bow of power. I got a 3, so it did matter.
Yeah, you don't even get the arrow off. It's just like, yeah.
I'm just like, I'm so surprised by how that man was crushed. I did, like, the bow, I already had it knocked, but then the second I see it, I just do this.
No, you release the wrong hand and like,
Yeah,
your bow
yeah.
comes
Your
back.
bow
at
comes
you.
back to you and just like...
And I just go, like, Olivius, that was amazing. Like, we are going to die right now.
Shit.
I hope you have a saddle because I may have to ride you out of this cave. What's happening?
Wait. Just trying to get rid of the marking. The one guard who was knocked prone stands up, and he is going to run over and try to multi-attack the bugbear as well. And that won't do it. That won't do it. In vain. He tries to attack the bugbear.
Bugbear's just like...
Bugbear is just, he's running on adrenaline and rage and pain and anguish, but he avoids the attacks. I think he takes his Morning Star and just kind of blocks anything that comes in, which isn't hard. He just kind of has to hold it out in front of himself because it's so goddamn big. John, we're back to you, but another bugbear pops his head out. And he takes a look up the stairs, and he sees that combat is ensuing with things going on, and he's just kind of confused. And that's where he is at that point. He's not going to do anything, but he pokes his head out. John, it's back to you.
I am going to attack the other bugbear.
The other bugbear that just came out?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you want to attack him with?
The short sword. I don't want to give him a chance to even react.
Let's see. 5, 10, 15. So to disengage from the, let me see.
Yeah, because that other bugbear is pretty far away.
Yeah. Disengage 5e. I think that's just a full action.
Yeah, John. I think if you try to attack the other bugbear, you may be attacked by the one you're getting around. So I don't know that you necessarily want to do that.
Does he have a dash?
I don't think I have.
Even if you dash, that will invoke an opportunity.
Because you're basically turning your back to it.
Yeah,
I
no.
get
So
what's going on.
Yeah.
So to disengage from that bugbear, that's a full action and would take your attack action away. So you could disengage
Alright,
and
I'll-
move away, or you could just attack that bugbear, or just whatever you want to do.
I'll disengage and move away and let you guys range it, and if it comes close, then I'll attack.
Okay, where do you want to move to in the crevasse?
Behind that rock.
Okay,
Behind. There's that bridge there.
right there.
Yeah, you gotta wait.
Yeah.
Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Come on, stream.
Like a
Down
fool's-
more.
Down
Like
more?
right. Yeah, like toward the bridge.
Oh,
So kinda like
I
between
kinda
the
get you. Between the
Pillar
bridge
and
rock.
the bridge.
Okay, so yeah, you disengage and move away. Guard 2, seeing that his friend has just been obliterated, is going to try and attack the bugbear with another multi-attack. He crits, misses the second, but he does get a hit off of the first, and that is D6 plus 2. Yeah, he's going to take his he's going to take out his sword, and kind of at this point the bugbear is kind of woozy on his feet. He pretty either stupidly or bravely gets close to the bugbear, avoids the morning star, just kind of sidesteps close to him, takes a sword and plunges it upward through that bugbear's torso, and when he takes it out, the bugbear falls to the ground dead. Guard 2 looks over to Mass, and he just kind of looks at you, and he looks absolutely frightened, but he's also just kind of looking at you for approval. Do you do anything with that?
You, my friend, are going to be my right-hand man.
He does a smile, and he positions himself between you and the bugbear downstairs. Okay, it is now Olivius's turn.
I have a question about a spell.
Okay.
If you look at Thunderwave, does that like affect friendlies too?
Let's take a look.
I think
This
it
edition
does, but I
of
just want to double check.
Magic. Thunderwave, I think, does a line. 4 suites out in front of you. Every creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw. Yeah, so it will affect everyone in the cube.
Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move probably just like a little bit to the north so I can see down the steps at the other bugbear. Or I don't know if I need to move to the top of the steps to see the other bugbear, but...
Kind of where exactly do you want to be? Because you have like 5 squares of movement.
Okay. I want to be able to see the other bugbear, the one that just came out of the room, but as far away as possible.
Okay. We're gonna put you... I'd say we could probably put you there. That's pretty tight, but you get you there.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm going to magic missile him.
Magic missile the bugbear. Actually, if you wanted to do Thunderwave from this position, you could hit both the red brand and the bugbear.
I don't want to necessarily hit the red brand right now.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because he seems to have bought into
The whole deal.
the whole deal.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
I might as well like get our use out of him.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good. So you want magic missile that fool.
Yeah.
Alright, huge short, let's see if the dart deals 1d. Yeah, go ahead and roll range attack.
10.
10. +4. Actually, let me see. 3 glowing darts of magical force. Each dart hits a creature of your choice that you can see within range. A dart deals 1d4 plus 1 force damage. So until you see it, and you can direct them to hit one creature's level at higher levels. Actually, you know what? I don't even think you need to roll range attack. I think they tell me when you do. Let me see here. Firebolt. Make a range spell. Yeah, you don't even have to. Fuck it. You don't even have to roll for magic missile.
So
You just say
Missile
you
like
wanna do
homing.
It just does it. Yeah.
Okay.
So roll a d4.
1.
Yeah, you do 6 damage to that bugbear at the bottom of the stairs. Yeah. Okay. And then he needs an initiative now. 13. Oh, that's good. Okay. Cool. Yeah, you did 6. He takes all 3 hits, gets blasted back a little bit, but is standing still. And he's what the hell? I'm gonna assume that the other bugbear walks up, sees what's happening, and is gonna join the fray as well. 16. Okay. He has an actual name. I'm just gonna call him Eye Patch. Okay. Okay, and now it is, Mass's turn.
So I'm gonna use Frostbite.
On, the exposed bugbear?
Yes.
Okay. You do... I think he rolls for that. Knowing frost form, one creature you see within range, they do a Constitution saving throw. Okay, against your spell attack. And then how are these things with Constitution? Pretty good. Ooh, he rolls a critical miss. Go ahead and roll a, what is it, a
D6.
D6? Oh, I roll a D6.
5.
5. You do 11 damage. Yeah, you do 11 damage to that bugbear. And he is frozen in place. Well, he has... So you wouldn't disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll it makes. Okay, yeah, so he's disadvantaged. Which is pretty good because he's up now. Having been that you just attacked him, he's going to run up those stairs and aim for you. In that, though, he's going to invoke an attack of opportunity against that red brand. 16, that will hit him with attack 1d6. 3, that's plus 2, that's 5. Man, that bugbear is in bad shape, but he's still there. And he's going to make a melee attack on you, Mass.
No.
Actually, you know what? He also gets an opportunity attack on Olivius. Olivius gets an opportunity attack.
Okay.
Olivius, roll a d20.
17.
17. Actually, yeah, that's going to hit him. Do you have anything for... What do you have as far as melee? Do you even have
I have my hooves.
Yeah, your hooves. Okay. What are your hooves? Is that like a D4, D6?
Hooves 1d6 plus your strength modifier.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll that.
1.
1. What's your strength modifier?
0.
0. Yeah. You hit him for 1 good damage. You kind of graze him. And now he's going to make an attack on Mass. Mass, what's your AC?
AC? What is that?
It's your
Armor
class.
class.
I think you have like 13.
Should be near
It's
the top of the
13,
first
I think
page.
so.
Yeah, you have a 13. All right. So let's see what happens. Oh shit! Yeah, he's so fucked up. He can't even see straight. He goes to attack you, but it's slow. Maybe he's even seeing double. You don't even have to move. He misses you completely. Crow, it's up to you.
All right. I stop saying words about my bow, and I pull out an arrow, and I just go, you know what? You're gonna do it this time. You're gonna hit them, and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my god, that was amazing!" I'll be like, "Ah, no, that's not awesome, man." And then you're gonna go in there and be like, "Of course, I saved the day," and then I throw it in there, and I roll a 6.
You
I have an attack bonus of 6 as well, so.
But it's armor class of 16.
It's armor
Okay, yeah.
class
All right,
16,
then, yeah.
So you try to beat an arrow, but it's such a clusterfuck of people that you aim high, like you're trying to get the bugbear like
I've just been no help this
on his
minute.
shoulders and his head because you don't want to risk hitting anybody else. In fact, Olivius is standing right there, so you over aim and you miss everything.
I was also gonna say, it doesn't even matter what weapon I use. All my weapons have the same exact attack bonus.
Oh, okay. The only difference is
One's
the
range.
dagger has
1d4.
1d4 and the short sword has a d6. But that's interesting flavor-wise. Like you're not going to be able to do the same things with a dagger what you could do with a short sword.
Yeah.
All right, and so now it's back to the guard who is just been. He's in a good place. He's going to multi-attack on that bugbear. That won't do it. That won't do it either. He fucks it up. He's not getting that hit on the bugbear.
Right hand man, my ass.
Maybe just maybe the bugbear just like holds up his morning star,
At least he's still
kind
in
of
front of
threatening.
me.
and the red brand tries like taking some swipes at him, but he's just too far away with the club in between. And it's back to John.
Short sword. Attack the bugbear.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, why not? Kind of on top of people now.
All the way,
but
well, you know what? I do have. Hey, I have a short. I actually have a. Do I have a short bow?
you might have a short bow.
Oh, I got a longbow.
Oh, you have a long bow.
Yeah. It's
Well, that's
plus
probably a
2.
short bow for everybody else. Hey!
Oh, sure. Oh.
Good news, though.
Yeah, you want to use your longbow on him?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So from your position, you take a bead on him. Go ahead. Who do you want rolling for you?
Let's do Nick with the little sassiness he's got going on over there.
5.
5 plus 2. It's a
Oh.
7. Again, same issue as Crow. You're over aiming. You don't want to hit anybody else. You miss.
It's like the bows in this game are cursed. The only good shot we've ever had was actually the one in the hallway with Mass, and then the one I did from the top of the stairs. Like I think that's literally it. We haven't really had any luck with bows. Every time we use them, it's like the dice is like no.
Olivius, what you want to do?
Firebolt to the face.
Okay.
To your face.
No, to the bugbear's face.
Well,
Too
It's gonna be your face if you don't watch it.
if you make a ranged attack spell on the bugbear when he's that close to you, it's going to be at disadvantage.
Okay, reevaluating for a moment. I want to burn. Have the one spell slot left. Yeah, I only have the one spell slot left, and I want to save that for a moment. Okay, then we are going to go with hooves.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that d20.
Okay. 13.
13. I don't think that's probably plus a strength modifier, which you do not have.
For hitting?
For hitting.
Is hit? I thought dexterity was for hit.
Oh, actually, you know what? Maybe you make a point. I think dexterity.
Yeah,
is
it's also
bad, too,
0, so that
then.
wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
No, yeah, you miss. It's difficult. You're on stairs. Stairs aren't your friend. So you just can't really get the right purchase.
Okay.
Eye patch comes out. And he was like, "Oh, where the fuck is it?" And he sees that the red brand is in front of his friend, and so he's going to make an attack on that red brand. Ooh, oh boy. And then is it 2d6? 2d8s. That's why it's so unforgiving. 6, 10. Plus 2, 12. He takes a morning star at this guard, and again, he just fucking swings this morning star, finds a good space, arcs it down into the side, and slams this guard into the wall, and he just dies instantly. You probably hear like his spine, his ribs, and his pelvis just shatter when he hits the wall.
He probably doesn't even see it coming. He just looks over and goes,
Yeah, he's just done. He's just gone.
Not a Wilhelm scream.
yeah, not even a chance for it. It's just gone.
All right, Crow, it's back to you.
All right. This time I'm not even gonna mumble to myself. Just bow, firing. Good luck. It doesn't matter. It's 5.
Yeah, you miss. You're just concerned. You don't want to. You don't want to hit your friends. So you just. You're,
I don't mind.
I feel like I'm useless back here. I'm not doing anything. The dice has just been asked to me.
It sucks sometimes.
Yeah.
John, what you want to do?
I'm gonna break this. I'm gonna break the curse.
Okay.
With that longbow.
He won't roll it for you.
Jameer.
I really need this for myself.
You're taking all our good rolls. Oh,
17.
you took his. He gave you one of the good rolls.
And were you aiming at that bugbear that's like
Yes.
worse off? Okay, yeah. Yeah, you thread that needle. It goes right past Olivius and hits that bugbear right in his shoulder, which is enough to knock him off balance with how bad he is. And he falls down the stairs, and he's dead.
Ooh. Now we're down to one bugbear, and then
That's right.
the
Curse broken,
smushed
boys.
guard in between him and Mass is now a smushed right hand man or right hand
I
pancake at
was
this
going to
point.
let him live too.
Olivius, it's your turn.
I guess one bugbear is a lot better than.
True, we have been mostly keeping it more or less sequential.
Yeah.
Not that that's any great shakes or anything, but
Jameer's like, we want a challenge tonight.
So
That's
the
not
bugbears have pretty good
okay.
constitution, you said?
We'll talk later.
They're all right. They're all right on Constitution.
Okay.
They got like a +1 to metagame it.
It's all fun.
Okay. We are going to go then and hope this works. Magic missile.
Okay. Go ahead, roll that D4.
Not much shaking you can do with a D4.
Actually, no, and it's 3 darts, 9 versus.
Oh.
It's just gonna hit him.
No.
Or are you looking at?
Rechecking my math on what is more likely to do damage. And how much damage.
Just keep in
And-
mind, magic missile, you're just gonna hit.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just go magic missile.
Okay.
1. So
1.
6 damage.
You do 6 damage.
Not bad. Better than
Okay.
me.
Yeah, as iPatch sees that you're the one who just attacked him,
Oh, great.
he runs up the stairs, kind of stepping onto the dead body that his friend just murdered.
Oh, I should have retreated, darn it. Oh well.
He's going to, let's see if you do the thing. Actually, you know what? Do you want a retcon running away?
Yeah, it's like magic missile and then like quickly.
Yeah.
Like,
Probably I am going to fall back to actually fall back to the bridge, like between John and Crow.
Okay. Back there. So in that case, instead of going for
Sorry.
Oh, no.
instead of going for the one who just attacked him, he's going to go for his let me see if I can rectify this.
I'm still his leader in his head.
He sees that the bugbears are dead, and he knows that somebody else. Well, he doesn't know if somebody else. He's just kind of looking around. Let's see if he can insight this shit. Probably not. Let's see here. Okay, I got a number in my head.
That's kind of.
Yeah, he doesn't know what's going on. He sees you and he sees his
Ooh.
friends dying, and so he's just going to run past you. There's the 5, 10. What's his speed? It's 30, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, he's just in range. In fact, let's say
On the plus side, you can skip the bow and arrow and just go for sneak attack. Since I'm right
I
next to
could
you.
sneak attack with the bow and arrow. I could sneak attack with anything as long as somebody's near him.
Okay, well,
The bow is just it would have done the same damage as my short sword. So it's basically like no matter what I
then
do
let's
right
get
now.
away from the cursed bow and go for the sword that has actually
We
been
gotta
doing
break
stuff.
the. Well, John broke the curse, so it should be fine.
all right, and yeah, this bugbear is going to make an attack against you, Nick.
Okay.
Here we go.
Got that health potion handy, John?
Oh, god damn it.
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
Acting?
you see him running towards you with just this snarl on his face. He winds up his morning star, and you see him swinging it, and then you don't see anything at all anymore. Let me double check real quick. That's 8, 16, 18.
Yeah, I got 14 hit points.
18. Yeah. Ooh.
Oh god.
18. Let's see. 8, 16, 24. How many hit points do you have?
14.
14. Thankfully, he doesn't outright kill you. But you have just been badly fucked up. In fact, I'm gonna say that he hits you onto the bridge, and the bridge is just a rope bridge, and it's not rated for your weight, and the bridge breaks, and your body is now at the bottom of that crevice, and hopefully the bodies that you lovingly carried will keep that Nothic at bay, instead of just noshing on your tasty body. But yeah, you are very near death at the bottom of that crevice. All right, that was eye patch. Mass, your move.
So I lost the PDF with like my current situations in it. But I know that I have Magic Missile, but I don't know if that's the strongest thing I have right now.
Let's take a look.
It's probably going to be close.
I made some pretty decent upgrades, actually. There's like a Thunder Wave situation going on.
Because,
It's 3 separate missiles,
but
but there was something else.
Thunderwave is pretty good. On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8. Yeah, Thunderwave is
Ooh.
Constitution saving throw. 2d8 is pretty good damage. These bugbears got a +1 to Constitution, but that's pretty decent. Magic Missile is guaranteed damage, but so is Thunderwave. Thunderwave will take them. It's just if they make their saving throw, they'll take half damage. You also
And then
have
what's Firebolt?
Firebolt is just a ranged spell attack. It does 1d10 if it hits. which you have a pretty good chance of. I think you have a pretty good chance of. You got a good spell attack bonus, +4. Yeah, but yeah, magic missile or thunder wave, both pretty good.
And
attacks.
firebolt is a cantrip, so you can use that even after you've used your last spell slot. So
Thanks for the help.
Yep.
Thunder wave.
Thunder wave. Okay. So he's got to make a Constitution against your spell save DC. And he beefs it. Actually, he matches it, but the attack wins. Go ahead, roll 2d8.
One. 8.
8. Okay, 9 points of damage. With the thunder that shoots out from you, it hits him square in the chest, and he falls to one knee. It hit him really hard, and you see that one eye, the one eye that doesn't have the eye patch over it, is all like bloodshot and fucked up, and so he reaches up and he pulls the eye patch away from his feet. He just kind of slides it, revealing that there's a perfectly fine eye underneath the patch. Yeah, you hit him pretty decent. Okay, that was mass. Crow.
All right. I'm going to do a sneak attack
All right.
using my short sword.
Okay.
It's a 7
So 7
plus 6.
won't hit.
Mm.
Yep. You
All right.
you take out your short sword or your dagger or whatever, and it just kind of hits his armor, and doesn't really go through. And then you think to yourself, "What the fuck did I aim for the armor?" Do you want to move? Well, actually, you made your attack. You probably don't want to move because then you take an opportunity attack.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
All right, John, you're up.
All right. Let's see here. I'm still far away, right?
No, you're right next to him.
Oh no, he's right there. Okay, I see it. Yeah, I'm close enough for the short sword.
Yep. Who do you want rolling for you?
Let's go with Crow.
Okay.
2.
2. Well, it's
Dude,
not a
I
critical
this
miss, huh?
this entire fight, I have not rolled anything good at all.
Next time you roll, put your hand over the castle and close your eyes and look up. Change it up. Do a blind roll.
Okay, yeah, you take a swing, and he, with his other eye, with his eye not being, I guess it was kind of like that ninja shit, he's just like released his full potential, and so he easily dodges your short sword attack. And now it is Olivius, make a death saving throw.
I thought you just said I was near death, not actually dead.
Yeah, that's why you get to do death saving throws. You could have died outright. Like you did enough damage, because if they do twice your hit, like if they take you to 0 and do damage over that's greater than your hit points, you will just die. No death saving throws.
Okay, I see. I did not know that was mechanic. 14.
14. That's a save.
Okay.
You're one thing closer to stabilized. And now it's Eye Patch again. Eye Patch is he's going to go for the dwarf, because that's who attacked him last. Where'd my d20 go? There it is. Okay, attacking the dwarf. 14. Morning Star. 11, 4, 8. Yeah. He doesn't have a plus to hit, I guess. Bugbear hits with a melee weapon attack. The attack deals 1 extra die of weapon damage to the target, included below. Oh, jeez. Well, it looks like I was doing that right then. Yeah, what's your AC, John? Do you know?
My accuracy?
No, your armor class. No, he hits you. Yeah, he hits you, and we're gonna see how hard he hits you.
My armor class is 11.
2. Ooh. Okay. He does 6 damage to you. Not his best attack. And that's going to put you at
4?
Yeah, I guess so. You didn't lose any more. Yeah, he wasn't even the subject of an attack. Yeah, John, you're at 4 hit points. That was good. That could have been bad. All right. And now we are back to Mass.
Firebolt.
Firebolt. Make that ranged spell attack. 7. I think plus 4 is 11. That's gonna miss. So you hurl that mote of fire. It arcs over the bugbear and then down into the crevice, close to where Nick's body lays, and it sets the pieces of the bridge on fire. And so now the bridge is burning around. Bridge is just on fire around Olivius's body.
That's really cinematic for no reason.
Maybe we'll keep the Nothric away.
All right, fine, fair enough.
Crow.
All right, give me a 1. Oh, I got a 19 that time.
Yeah, 19.
I
All
haven't
right.
seen that in a good long while with my short sword sneak
With
attack.
your short sword, shit, yeah. Okay. So that's was that D6?
So
Yeah, D6 plus
1d6 extra damage.
Yes.
Plus 1d6 plus 4 piercing.
Yep. Okay. So 2d6 plus 4.
2. 6.
6. You seeing your enemy in your eye, or just
Sick and
See-
fucking tired of this
missing?
fucking bullshit's missing, and I'm like, I'm trained. I know how to do this.
you think back to a time when you were sparring with your father, and you must have been especially pissed with him for whatever reason, and you just remember thrusting upward with your sword at his face, and then in that memory, before the wooden sword reaches the middle of his face, it flashes back to where you are now, and your sword pierces through the skull of that bugbear, and it cuts the leather thong of the eye patch, and it slides down your sword right above your hands. And when you take the sword out, the bugbear falls to the ground, dead.
Wow. I come in with the killing blow at the last second. And I'm just like... That was pretty cool, right? Oh shit, he's on fire. We need to get like a series of pulleys. And do you have to pee right now? We have to put this fire out. Can you frost?
I'm actually just pissed.
I go back to the thing to put the fire, like the cistern, get some water,
Okay.
just to put the fire out.
You get okay. Yeah, I'd say that works. Yeah, you put the fire out. You're pretty good at climbing up and down. We'll say okay. So here's a situation. You've got dead bugbears and dead Red Brand ruffians. The Nothic is just pleased with all of the flesh that's around him. He's just kind of happily chomping away at the Red Brands who dropped him earlier, which is good because the psychic energy hasn't just been fucking with you this whole fight. You got Nick in the crevice, or Olivius in the crevice. You can get down there to stabilize him. You got all the time in the world to figure out like how to get him out. Maybe you can search around and find like somewhere with a bit more purchase that he could climb out once you get him set away. I think Arunian has the health potion. And you still got the wizard tied up in his room.
Oh yeah.
We also have a goblin who's passed out.
You have a goblin well, he's probably woken up. Well, actually, no. I think he's waking up if you went into that room to kind of find him. I'm going to tell you now, he's not a threat. Even like compared to the goblins that you've seen, this one is kind of like a runt. We raised him as a joke. Kind of,
Yeah.
that was pretty much his sole purpose of existing in this was as a bullying, as a focal point for the bullying of these bugbears, just be there to be abused. Yeah. What do you want to do?
Well, can we stabilize Olivius?
Yeah, you get down there and you make sure. It looks like any of his bones really haven't been broken. Well, maybe taking a lot of strain. You get the feeling that he's just going to be one big bruise for the next couple of days. But you stabilize him pretty much, make sure he's not bleeding out, and he's gonna be okay. You probably give him some time. He'll come around and have like one hit point, be able to at least move to where you need to get him to go. Meanwhile, yeah, so you can get him stabilized and alive. He's not in great shape, but he's mobile.
We should rest in too.
Oh yeah, where's two? Oh yeah, the beds. Well, I want to go get Barry, so we can figure out what to do with Glassstaff. So he can give us a bed, because I don't want to take Glassstaff back to town just so that way he can get out of prison.
No, yeah.
And you know, you want to say that for next time? Are you good now?
Yeah, we could say that. We could say that we'll pick up.
Because that'll be like a whole encounter, and then we can go to the next thing. And
yeah.
All right, so that was wow, that was the entire floor. We just cleared out everything. We're gonna take stock of every item and kind of make like a pool of everything that we've found.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember, and
I remember beaver pelts.
Yeah.
I remember 3 platinum rings in my back pocket.
Ooh.
It's the bling.
Nice. But yeah, we completed the thing. That's solved. Were there any other rooms, Michael? Because it looks kind of like empty in it. Or is it just like that's just
No,
this
it's
one?
Yeah, where's the spider? I thought we would encounter
No.
No,
him
he's
here.
at the castle.
Cragmaw.
You might not
Oh,
even be at
that was
Cragmaw
that was the
okay.
legend that goes there. Oh, okay. I was just curious to see the rest of the map. That was all.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. No, it's the black spider is, you don't know where he is. He's not at Cragmaw. He sends orders to it, but the leader of Cragmaw Castle, you guys remember what his name is, but he's situated there. You do think that, with your best guess, Gundren Rockseeker is probably at Cragmaw Castle.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, you're going to have an opportunity to talk about what's going on and where you guys are. And in fact, I think you guys probably leveled up.
Wow. With 3 bugbears, I'd hope so.
3 bugbears by themselves will give you... How much will they... Does it even say? Oh, wow. Yeah, each bugbear is 200 experience points.
Yes, we should... We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But
Double
yeah.
check, but I think that's a lot of experience. I don't think you're level 4, but I think you're definitely level 3.
So, yeah, that was a cool encounter. I was really, like, I was kind of shocked that you were like, let's get all 3 of these bugbears, because I'm thinking, like, they're gigantic.
Well, you sent me in there with no directions, and then you try to give me directions from the outside. I also didn't like that you changed the rules in the midst of the plan.
What I change the rules?
They let the hostages go.
I didn't do that.
Right, which is why
I was
didn't
actually
say there was a human
as
and
soon
a
as Olivius
centaur.
did that, I was like, but why? Now the Red Brands are gonna know.
So
I've wanted to do at least one good thing, even if I died, which I almost did.
Listen, we weren't going to kill. I knew what he was trying to do, but I was like, why are we letting them go? Okay, well,
I figured
like,
that way they were
guess I'll
out of the way and
I
they were
put my
safe.
life in danger. We stick to the fucking plan.
I thought you were. planning on sending the prisoners in there in the first place, but then you went in by yourself, and so I figured, okay, if that's
was
the
trying to get
plan,
the
then
prisoners-
okay, fine, they're gone.
I think I'm going to take an opportunity to change Nick's alignment to neutral good, and Olivia's alignment is now neutral good, and Mass's alignment is now neutral evil.
I can't just be chaotic still. I'm not
Oh, you know what?
necessarily-
No, that's a good point. Chaotic neutral. You are now chaotic neutral. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah, Nick is neutral good. Mass is chaotic neutral, and
I'm just neutral.
yeah, you're still neutral.
And what's Arunians?
Arunian, I think lawful neutral.
Oh, okay.
Probably neutral though.
I just have neutral.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, still neutral.
I said I was trying to figure out what your plan was, but then when you brought them down, I'm like, I kind of see what you're going for. When you let the bossages go, I was like, all right, well, this is gonna end badly. But then then you started bringing more out. I was like, oh no, this is gonna get worse.
I'm like, are we going to kill them all, or are we not going to kill them
No,
all?
I was gonna say we could kill them all, but it would, because of how powerful they are. I was thinking we could do it one at a time.
Well, he was on his way out, so call in an
But he wasn't out yet, which is what was
one
concerning.
attack away.
Well, mostly because of the dice. I was like afraid like we're gonna get like that one, and then he's
Well, all the spells I had changed to were like guarantees, like they're like life-saving throws. So I felt like, you know,
Yeah.
it was
Oh, okay.
whatever.
No.
was good.
No, I think you guys did a good job. The only point at which I was in real fear is when Nick almost absolutely died, and would have had to roll the new character. Like,
Which I'd probably do some, like, to be honest, like, I would be, disappointed, but, like, I figure I'd probably also maybe make changes based on the fact that we seem to be dying a lot.
Well, you need armor, horse armor.
Plenty
well,
of
it's
money
gonna
now.
be hard because I don't even know if you have like an armor proficiency. But what you could do is probably get. I think there's magic armor, like that's a spell, and you could kind
Can
of
you
rely
train
on
in
that.
armor proficiency?
Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to look that up.
'Cause that'd be nice if you can like you level up and you're like I want to train in an armor proficiency.
But he's already like. The hard part is it's like any armor he's gonna buy is just gonna be expensive. Like I guess I could. Well, I guess I could fudge that. I think maybe Garfield the Deals Warlock might have something to help out next time you go see him.
I had a good time. It was a lot of fun. It's always fun playing with you guys.
I like that you got into a brawl with the.
I
not
was.
even a brawl. It's just like
I don't know
a
if you
fight.
saw
It's
it,
like
but
a
I was
fist
getting
fight.
really frustrated not only with the fact that my dice was rolling, but the fact that he was like, I don't like the way you are. And I'm like, we're going to really fucking do this Disney bullshit right here? All right, we're going to do it out here, and we're going to fucking fight for it, because I'm getting sick and tired of you people questioning me. I'm wearing a cloak. How do you not know that I'm not here? Do you know every guard in here? That's what I want to know. Do you know every guard in here? Because no, you're always getting your fucking face drunk over at the inn.
It's just that every time somebody asks you, it's like, who are you? You weren't like, oh, I'm new. That probably would have done it. No, you have to be like, I've been here. How dare you don't know who I am?
Yeah, I was like, why you
It's
keep
my
going for
character.
that?
My character has a lot of ego. Do you not know who I am?
I've been working here. I brought you ale.
I
that
built
one
this
time.
castle.
Who the fucking no, and so they're like, who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck are you? Even if you were a new recruit, he probably still want to hit you. So it's like it's good that you. I'm gonna be honest. You did getting into a fight and into that way that you did it was probably the best way that was gonna go because that guy was like a couple feet away from gutting you. Like he was.
Yeah, and I figured that, and I was really hoping to like knock him in the pool, and then Mass could just be like Frostbolt on the pool, and then he's frozen.
It didn't really work for the bugbear.
Well, I wanted to try it again, or you
I
could have used
think-
Thunderwave.
I think the bugbear died before. No, I used his disadvantage. Yeah, he tried to hit somebody and then was disadvantaged.
Or are you
by-
talking about the first bugbear?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, you used frostbite on a bugbear and then that gave him disadvantage on his next attack and then he missed because of it.
Yeah,
I
No, like-
wanted to use a new one. It's like this new one where you poison them and they take damage every turn after.
Ooh.
Man, your spells are pretty.
I'm trying to.
You're thinking ahead. Whereas I'm just like, bow. This bow has not been fun. But it was also the dice rolls at the very end. I was just like 4, 2,
Yeah, we got
7.
really low ones today. That was
Yeah.
a series of them.
I think what I might encourage you to do, and just to be kind of I think if you can tell me some way in this that might improve, like not even like mechanically, like you just come up with something as to why you might be better at this shot or another, I could give you advantage on the throw, because I feel like that is justified, but in exchange you got to do a lot more role playing. So I feel like the one where it's like my holy bow thing like that, maybe I should have given you inspiration for just being weird, but
I'm trying to form we are an all-star team, and I'm trying to form an all-star team maneuver, and it's a work in progress. I can't help. I'm not trying to give lip service to the gods. They know what I'm thinking. You created me.
I helped create you.
Yeah. Yeah. I was.
Remember, we exist in a universe with free will.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, that was really fun. Thank you, Jameer. Thank you, Nick.
Yeah.
Thank you, Michael, for setting this up. John, for joining us.
Yeah.
And for everyone else
Thank
who's
you.
been watching us quietly out there, appreciate you. We try to do this every Friday. And next Monday, we'll be doing Dark Souls again, continuing our journey. Hopefully, Captain Cleveland returns. Wednesday, forgot. What were we doing? You were still playing Metal Gear Solid, so, you know, if all else fails and everyone's busy, we'll do more of that.
Okay.
Let him get through that. Thursday, we'll be doing Tex Murphy Part 3. And Friday, back again with D&D. And if I can get my controller for VR fixed, I'll probably pop in with some VR streams every now and then, just for fun, because I like shooting hot dogs. Anything you guys want to add?
Nope.
You feel like that's good? Mike, you good?
I'm good.
All right. Well, appreciate everybody. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. And
Spay new to your pets.
spay and new to your pets. And we'll see you again on the next Courtesy Flush. You guys take care. Have a good one.
Stick the